Ah,
there we go.
It's this time again.
The show is what they call on the road.
That's right.
Not literally, figuratively.
This is just a little part of my life, turning on these microphones and talking for a few hours.
On the mic.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
I had a pretty good weekend.
Nice.
I had a Philly weekend.
Yeah.
Meow, meow. Yeah, a lot of family stuff going on in Philly, so went down there, blah, blah, blah.
You must be at the point where you just know every rock on the side of the road from the drive.
Do I.
Have you ever hit bad traffic there?
Oh, boy. Last night, major delays on the New Jersey Turnpike, exit blah, blah, to blah, blah. So I just take that next turn off the highway.
Yeah.
And then just push guide me home. And then I make it up as I go. God, technology rules.
So you just take, like, side streets?
Side streets, minor highways, whatever.
Just get off of that big
And I'm like, no, man, they're trying to get us back to the turnpike. We're going to go straight a little more.
I'm fighting the GPS.
I do. I fight it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think we're cool now, but I'm not sure. Yeah. And then you're in the middle of nowhere, but you just depend on your GPS.
It knows.
It's the greatest thing ever.
I like when it tries to make you do a U-turn and take you way back. It's like, no, we're not doing that.
You need to understand basic directions.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I got to go north.
Yeah, you know north.
So I'm going to go north. I'm not going to go east because it's going to try to push me back to the New Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll all just come together.
Right.
That's what I do.
Eventually it's like, look, I'm back on track.
Now. Right.
Yeah, that GPS has changed the way you drive, because it used to be you had to stick to your little route.
Of course.
Or get directions.
Or get your map out. Well, I think what we have to do here. And then you have to stare out your window and hope you don't miss the signs.
But a map was something that, like, was a special thing you had in your car if you even had one.
Right.
It was all about the written directions.
Right.
You write down, all right, get here, make a right.
Right.
It's 2 more lights, maybe 3.
Oh, I hated the maybe 3.
It's always the maybe 3 lights. And then it's like, make a right on whatever street. And then you'd have to slow down and look at every street to see if that's the one.
But at least the names of the streets were nice and big so you could see them as you're flying by.
Yeah.
Well, did that say Oak?
What was that?
Did that say Oak or did it say Washington?
Now, do I take my chances and just keep going, hoping it wasn't it?
Right. Oh, no, it said Martin Luther King. Turn around.
Yes, a quick Yui.
You would think before GPS that they would have had the signs nice and big for everybody.
Big, fat signs.
Now you don't really need it because it's right there on your GPS what streets are coming up.
You know, I still keep a map in my car.
Really?
There is that part of me that still has that dumb map in the trunk.
Right.
That takes up no room, but I'm like, well, you never did the GPS.
Expecting a fucking EMP to go off?
I don't know.
You're like,
I guess it could come in handy. The one time you don't have it, you always have your phone.
Always got your phone. You always got GPS now. It's on everything. It's on a toothbrush.
But can you imagine 20 years ago if someone told you, like, yeah, you'll have something that just guides you in your car? It would have sounded like magic.
Sci-fi. Really?
Greg in California, what's up?
Greg?
Hey, it's my first time listening. I don't understand why your intro is so long.
We deserve a nice long intro, sir.
It's actually 1/4 of the size it should be.
We're amazingly special radio personalities who deserve a big, long, grandiose, self-congratulatory open.
Right.
It's impressive, for sure.
Damn impressive.
I took your phone call to just show the world that people are just fucking idiots.
It's fucking Stacy Keach.
Who gives a fuck if it's long?
Yeah.
Is that real? That's what you're going to complain about today? With everything going on in the world, you're going to call a radio show to say their intro's too long?
On the list of things.
No, man, it's just confusing because...
Yeah.
He was just asking. He didn't understand.
Oh, he didn't understand.
Why the pomp and circumstance?
But to go out of your way to call...
From California, too. It's very early.
It's very early. It's, what, 3:40 in the morning out there?
Oh, man.
Did
Go
I
to
do
sleep.
the math right? I don't know.
I would have rolled over and gone back to sleep. I think I could call a show and ask why their intro's too long, or catch a few more winks.
Or I could say to myself, who gives a fuck?
Right. I could do that.
Right.
I can maybe get up a little early, maybe make some breakfast or coffee for myself. But he chose to dial the phone and ask why our opening was too long.
He likes a nice short intro. That's
he does
fair.
like a short intro.
I ended up in a lot of the Brunswicks yesterday on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
That's where Jim Norton's from.
Yeah.
Oh.
South, North, regular.
Is there a regular Brunswick?
I grew up in
Pretty
mediocre
much.
Brunswick.
Yeah.
There was North, there was East, South. There's no West Brunswick.
Wow. Oh.
With a little movie called Frozen playing for the 100th time in my car.
Oh, my God. The #1 animated feature
Let
ever.
it go!
I know.
Are you sick of that
Let
movie?
it go! Oh, God, am I sick of it. God.
Apparently, people on Facebook think it's great to have like video of their kids singing that song.
Oh, really?
I
Is
think
that the
everyone
latest
wants
thing?
to see it. You got to see this. It's adorable. No, it's not.
You don't think it's cute?
No.
Oh, my God, you're not kidding.
Dude, it's like constant. Everyone thinks their kids are fucking superstars.
Ah, boy.
Oh, sure.
Delightful.
Belt it out.
Sure, sing.
Look at her just standing there dramatically waiting.
Snow goes white on a mountain tonight.
A mountain tonight.
Yeah.
To be seen.
And it's funny because kids can't sing very low, and that starts very low, her
Right.
voice.
Looks like
So kids are like,
She's wearing a white crown against a white background. It's like the Gervais music video.
yeah. Travis, is there a Riley video like this where she sings? See? Every little kid.
Is there really?
Yeah, but we didn't post ours on the internet.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
have it on my phone.
Have you watched it and just thought, oh,
It's hilarious.
Little kids sound like they're on helium constantly. It's
Kids
retarded.
being dramatic, you can't just help but like my wife's. We sit there and just laugh at her.
Yeah.
Here we go. I want to hear her hit this shit.
let it go.
Yeah, you're flat.
yeah, and so
Let's see the
singing's no good
comments.
either.
Yeah, don't talk about her like that. She's a kid. Oh.
Let's see the comments.
Oh, the comments will be great. Look, I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, I wouldn't be as cruel as some of these comments are. Kid sucks.
I thought people have been pretty nice.
What does it say?
Amazing, so adorable. Good, but you should practice a little more. And it's only because you're a really high voice. All right. You are amazing.
Amazing.
She's not amazing.
Amazing. She's any kid singing.
You are rubbish.
rubbish. Some England guy. You're rubbish.
Keep going. Let's see.
This song won the Oscar, right? She sang it at the Oscars. That was a damn good performance.
Yeah, you know, if you're into that kind of thing.
I do like this one.
I want to plead to Hollywood to hurry up with the next animation,
Another one?
please.
You've had it with this one?
Us parents can't handle this. Same fucking movie over and over again. Oh my God.
Oh, shut up,
Let it
kid.
go. I like the opening
Jesus.
of Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song is all right.
What's the opening song?
I can't sing it.
Come on, just give us a bar.
They're cutting their ice.
Oh.
They're cutting their blocks ice.
Oh.
Do you got the opening song?
Oh.
Yeah, this
I
one.
like Let It Go.
Oh, boy.
It's a good song.
Entenmann? What? What's his name? Entenmann's?
I don't know. What is this? Why isn't it the actual movie? Oh, that's just the, like...
Sounds
Kinda
like
like
Lion
What is
King.
this?
Yeah, kind of like an Enya or something. I don't know. That's not the opening song, though, when they're collecting their ice.
I bet they
Their
can.
blocks of ice.
I bet they can have the opening song.
People posting videos of their kids on YouTube. Is like parents bringing pictures of their kids on vacation
Yep.
to the office back in the day.
Yeah. But at least on YouTube, you can either look or not look. Or these things are better because you're not trapped with the dumb parent looking at you. Like, they're like, hey, go check it out if you want to watch it.
That's true.
Yeah, this is it. The ice
The
workers song.
Facebook, they're constantly just putting their dumb videos up there.
God damn, Taylor Swift is lovely.
She does have nice gams.
This icy force, both foul and fair, has a frozen harbor lying.
Oh, boy.
Sounds like, the Kaj? Or is it the one?
Oh.
No.
No. Les Mis.
Yeah, Les Mis. I'm glad I didn't know that.
Fags here.
I like this one.
Now it turns into Rawhide.
Dangerous.
Rawhide!
Yeah, we don't have to do
Get
this.
him up. Move him out. What?
Why am I doing
enjoying
this? Why am I
No.
doing this?
You're torturing yourself.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably heard that song 7, 8 times this weekend, easily.
Jesus.
Easily. A lot of driving. And that's the go-to movie right now in the car.
That whole thing. That whole repetitive, cartoony thing.
If I turn the movie off, then I get puke, so...
Well, you keep that movie on.
Why wouldn't that make them sick? Look at the screen. That would make me sick.
On.
They look at the screen and it keeps them focused. As soon as that movie turns off, they're puking all over the place.
Projectile vomiting happening.
So weird. Kids still get car sick.
Oh, my God.
Keep that fucking shit on.
I might have to throw my car out.
You got to just throw it out.
Have they both puked in it?
Is it all sour?
Boy, have they.
Is it soury?
Oh, man.
Giggy?
Gets in all the crevices.
Oh. Yeah.
They got to figure out a better car seat because that puke gets in all the tiny little crevices and
the nooks
folds.
and crannies.
Oh, it's brutal. It still stinks.
Wait till the summer when the sun's beating on it. Like, this is the winter. In the summer when you open up your car door and it's fucking 120 degrees in there, just baking the vomit.
Yeah, so, whatever. I got to get a new car. I got to figure out which one I want.
Yeah.
And, of course, I got to figure out a dealership where they're not going to, like, fucking rip me off.
They fuck you.
Is there one dealership out there that's not trying to fucking rip you off?
No, don't go for the undercoat.
Well, now I'm going to get a whole bunch of...
Need that true coat.
...about that.
Well, he's never done this before. He's going to knock $100 off of that true coat.
Right.
He's never done this before.
Fucking liar.
I am not going to a Great Neck Nissan. Anyone that yells like that, I don't want to deal with.
$500. $500! I ordered mine. Not
Nissan?
from Great Neck Nissan. No.
What'd you get?
I ordered
car?
the 2015.
Cadillac?
Pick it up in June. Yeah. Yeah, I had to extend my lease so I could get the new one.
Is that a good car to start the revolution with?
Yeah, I think it is. I could hook up some fucking gun armaments to it, and
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't understand this business at all anymore because we've had a million rants on this radio show, and they pick that one to throw all over the place. And then it's only part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I guess now I'm a right-wing conservative, which...
welcome.
I haven't shown that whatsoever on this radio show.
Well, I have read comments that was like, well, I'm sure he voted for Obama, good for that lefty. Like people have no idea about the show. They just read the story, the news story.
Yeah.
And then they want to comment that because we're in media, we're lefties. But then the people that heard the rant is like, oh, they're right-wing fanatics. Like, no, it's just...
And they're all lazy because all of them.
Yep.
They took one 7-minute clip and they all just posted it everywhere, which is nice for us, of course. Nice exposure. Yep. But if they just would have done their own research, which wouldn't have been hard at all, there's at least another hour that they could have picked from and got some, some more clips, I guess. I was going to say better clips, whatever.
Right.
It would have told more of the story anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few people are saying that's what they get for voting for Obama.
I know, that was another one.
I've never voted in my life, and I'm proud of that. I'm actually proud that I've never voted.
Never voted.
It started out as laziness, I'm not going to lie to you. And then as the years went by, it just became like a badge of honor.
But
a George Carlin type of thing, to not vote, to express your opinions about politics by not voting.
I think if you look at my Twitter profile picture, you could pretty much assume I didn't vote for Obama. It's like me with a .50 caliber and an NRA logo across it. I don't think it's the Obama fucking demo.
And back in the day, I used to scream Obama on this radio show, not because I was excited about Obama being president. Even Sean Hannity got this one wrong over the years. One of the reasons why I stopped going on his show, because he thought I was an Obama supporter. I was yelling Obama back in the day because to bother the people that didn't want the black president. Knowing that it was happening, you could just feel the energy in this country that Obama was absolutely going to be the president. So that's why I started yelling Obama.
Oh boy.
Just to fucking bother people.
Obama president, nah.
So, but I guess we're starting the revolution.
It's so fucked up because it's like, the quote was, I'm surprised there hasn't been a revolution.
Right.
Not we're starting it, or here it comes, or anything.
Look, Mediaite, radio host Opie and Anthony call for revolution.
Revolution?
Over Obamacare cancellation.
I remember saying, like, I am so surprised there hasn't been a revolution over this.
I said it.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. It don't matter.
Which, by the way, how funny is it, of the irony of all ironies, that that whole thing was started by you, all the political discussions we've had, and Hope just throws up, they should start a revolution. And it fucking hits Drudge.
Yeah, I don't care about politics in general. And I was just annoyed that they canceled my health insurance because I gotta add more things.
Yeah.
So it was just an aside, but the headline: Opie and Anthony call for a revolution. Call for a revolution. I gotta watch Frozen another 100 times. I don't have time for that. But it was kind of cool. It's just funny what they get wrong, though.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to get wrong in these things.
Yes, they do. No one does their research, but that's the media. And the way it works with the internet, a lot of blogs, a lot of websites that are tied to legitimate news sources, but you know that it's just pretty much a room of bloggers doing the web portion of it.
Right.
So they just pick, cut, and paste.
It was a huge cut and paste. It was the exact clip going everywhere. I was like, man, why don't you just dig slightly deeper? You'll find an hour discussion on it.
They don't do that.
What are you going to do?
They don't do that. And then people, calling us liars.
Why
like,
liar?
Oh, they didn't, because that didn't happen with your insurance. It's like, no, it did. I swear.
It did.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's finding out now? Well, if you go back to a past discussion, I told everyone I only check my mail once a month. So I got kind of fucked on that one.
Got a little fucked?
There's no way I'm going to check my mail more than once a month.
Yeah.
I know about when the bills are due, and I go down to my mailbox, and they get annoyed in my building because they have to, like, bundle it and keep it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then I go upstairs with all the junk mail and find the bills and pay them.
Why do I hate going to my mailbox sometimes? Why? I don't understand why I don't do it. Like I'll do it tomorrow.
Because it's there's nothing good. It's all bills and junk mail. Even though the store swears, "Oh no, we just need it for our records. We're not going to send you anything." And I don't fall for it at all. But I'm like, oh Jesus, all right, whatever it takes to get me out of your face. And then, sure enough, you get the 4-inch catalog stuffing up your mailbox. They're all liars. And I love the people that get annoyed when they go, address, and I go, no. Phone number, no. And then they huff and puff. So my new thing is, would you give your address and phone number when you're shopping?
Yes, I do.
And then they have nothing to say back to that.
Giant catalog taking up your fucking space. We're blind to their tyranny.
Well, what sucks now is they don't even need that info. They swipe that card, it's on there. So so they're gonna send their shit anyway now. The old days they had to ask for it or something. I don't know what changed, but
I just say I don't have a phone or I don't have email.
Right.
Could you have your phone? I don't have a phone.
Right.
There's nothing they can say to that.
I had one person actually say, "Well, then we can't ring you up."
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You can't ring me up.
Get the manager.
That's exactly what I said. And then, And then, of course, it was something like, "Well, we'll make an exception." Are you making an exception?
Shut it.
Whoa. So what else about the revolution? Was that it? Pretty much in those articles?
Just kind of that, and then people
Obama supporters that got what?
Yeah, got what we deserved.
That's right.
And we voted for him.
Absolutely.
And others saying we're right-wing conservatives.
Right-wing nuts that are just don't like Obama because he's black, and then
others are saying, "Oh, poor baby millionaires can't handle a little paperwork."
Yeah.
And that's why I wish they, dug a little deeper.
Yeah.
Because I'll speak for myself. I said in the end, I got plenty of money, and it's more of an annoyance, but this is really affecting people.
Affecting other people that
really have to budget their money.
Yeah, exactly.
That was said many times during that discussion. Those are the people I really worry about.
Call for a revolution, said the millionaires.
That's right.
Shut the fuck up.
Because those are the people that keep this country going. I don't want those people weakened by another bill.
Let's get another one going. Death to the middle class.
Yes.
They're the problem.
Come on, run with it, Drudge.
Yeah, they're getting all these big breaks. The middle class has been cruising too easy.
Let's see. I'm a pro photographer. Apple pushed a critical security update on me. I installed it, and it destroyed hours of work. I can relate to this guy.
What? Does he back up his stuff?
Yeah.
Dave in Portland, I sort of could relate to you. Go ahead.
Well, I'm calling for a revolution in Cupertino. What in the hell has gone on up in Cupertino since Steve Jobs passed away?
That dumb Tim Cook, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Tim Cook's excited about bicycles. I've said for like the last 2 years the guy should resign from Apple and found a startup biking company because that's what he cares about.
Didn't he fire a big tech guy too? Wasn't there like their stock dropped after one of their major tech guys got fired because he wouldn't apologize for something?
Basically the head software guy who Steve Jobs bought over from what was the previous company Jobs was with before?
Kludsbar.
Apple. Yeah. So the head coder has been like the main OS guy. He led the iPhone team, and I guess he and Jonathan Ive had a battle over what the icon should look like. And the software guy got the boot. Jonathan Ive, who knows nothing about programming whatsoever, I don't think the guy knows a line of code.
Well,
he's now been
nerd insult. Nerd salt.
They're just fucked up. So what happened to me is I'm a pro photographer.
Wait, did you say icicles in there somewhere?
Icicles.
Did you say icicle or something?
No.
What did you say about it? All right, anyway, go ahead.
He said that the one guy was a pro coder.
Computer. It was like 11 o'clock at night. They pushed this critical security update. I was stupid enough to accept it.
Oh, boy.
12 hours later, it was still installing the update. My boss is asking me, where are the photos? I said, well, they're on my computer, and it's in the process of updating. I pitched the iPhone, so I couldn't make a Genius Bar appointment. So I walked in the Apple store at 11 o'clock yesterday when they open, and they tell me I got to...
Why are we listening to this?
I don't know.
Why are we listening
I mean, I feel for you.
Because it's Monday.
I think the point should be with this. Why didn't you back it up before you did the update?
I didn't even know what the hell I was doing.
Oh, boy. That's not good.
Yeah,
prosecuting attorney Jimmy just fucking got you.
And you sound tech savvy.
Yeah.
Well, and there's also that button when a security update comes, they always say, back up new photos now.
Back up your shit.
No, this was a different one. This was like, it said...
I guess why we're listening to this, guys, because a lot of times you update your phone and all of a sudden you lose something.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I always back it up first, because that's why I hated... What was right before iCloud? What was that one before where you back up your shit automatically?
Me?
No, MobileMe. I fucking hate it. I won't use iCloud either for that reason.
No.
It's losing stuff.
Apple sucks with the cloud. What is that? Apple is a hardware company.
Picture with the clues.
They're all going with the clues.
Put the picture up on the clues.
Exactly.
Who do you guys trust with the clue?
I just the public in general. I just throw it out there.
Just randomly email your stuff to people.
So many dick pictures of mine floating around anyway. Fucking.
I'm a Samsung guy, sir.
Yeah.
I've never believed in the Apple, although I like their MacBook, so I should shut my mouth.
I can't get a white glove appointment. I want to use my new phone, but I can't.
But as far as my phones go, I've been Samsung for a while now. BlackBerry to Samsung, huh?
You guys got the upgrade to the 5s, or are you?
I'm getting it. We're getting the 5s in like 2 weeks. They gave us the Samsung Note 3, Galaxy Note 3. I like it, but it's a little too big.
On the Nexus 5, I've given up on Apple.
I hear you, sir. I hear you.
Thank you, buddy.
You know,
It's like some guy that grabs you at CES and just won't shut up.
We don't know what you're talking about, sir.
This is Tech Talk.
It is Tech Talk.
This is Tech Talk.
Tech Talk Mondays.
No, I tell you. People,
Hold on. We're going to help you out. Greg in Jersey's going to help you out. Greg in Jersey, help out Dave in Portland. Go ahead.
You're a gunshot.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
Wait, what?
Fucking idiot.
Say it again.
Idiot.
Why?
About icicles. Opie, you're right. He said something about icicles. He said that the other guy only cares about icicles.
Bicycles.
Oh.
He said, thank you. He said all he cares about icicles. So what does icicles mean?
Bicycles.
Oh, bicycles. Oh, it's his accent.
2 icicles.
Oh.
Yeah, no, dude.
He still doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right, hold on. Let me go to Keith, the Apples. What are you, Keith?
Hey, I'm Jimmy's Apple consultant.
Oh, this guy. What's up?
Yeah, this guy.
Did you know you had your own Apple consultant, Jimmy?
Yes, I do know, Keith.
Okay. Go ahead, Keith.
Jimmy's got my home number, too, so it goes both ways.
Whoa, what's
So listen,
going on there?
This guy's going to spout off. At least know who the hell you're talking about. The guy who left Apple was Scott Forstall, and he was...
At an aircraft carrier named after him.
Sure.
He was Steve Jobs' heir apparent as far as software design goes. And the biggest problem is that Jonathan Ive is a hardware specialist, And because he cannot be the guy who ever leaves Apple, that's why he lost the fight between Scott Forstall and himself, because Scott leaves, he gets some software design.
Is the audience mean to us or something? Do they need punishing?
It's because that first caller.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
So everyone has to suffer.
Johnny Ive leaves, you lose all of Apple's industrial design.
Oh, of course.
Unfortunately, you get iOS 7 with the looking colors.
I love talking iOSs.
I'll say this, though. Whatever happened with Apple, there's a definite fucking difference, and I noticed the difference. Like, they've done nothing interesting in a little while.
Fearless leader's dead.
Yeah, but I mean, but he wasn't the guy who was sitting there doing every design.
Kind of the inspiration, I think.
Maybe, okay.
He's that guy, that muse, perhaps.
Yeah.
Right.
Apple just announced the Worldwide Developers Conference for the beginning
of the year.
Oh, yeah, is it reasonable?
No, but that's when they'll introduce iOS 8.
What about the next product, though? When do they come out with the next product?
The icon's going to look a little different.
Yeah, they'll shake more when you move.
Yeah, little shaky icons or something.
I think Samsung has all the momentum right now.
I think you're right.
Oh, boy.
All the analysts are talking about what Apple's entry in the wearable space is going to be, whether it's going to be a watch or something fitness-related.
A watch? Samsung already has the watch.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have the watch. You got to have some interfaces with the iPhone.
I didn't say the watch.
I think we'll get all those answers in June.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Dave.
I'll see you guys later.
To be honest, the watch is already out. Like the.
You did. You said that it turns on all the time when you're driving.
Who said this?
He sounds like a failure.
No, the watch.
No.
We're done with you, Dave. Thank you.
Wow.
Well, I like the watch. I'm just not like like an accessory guy.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the
kind of
smaller
cool
one and the regular 5.
A lot of people like the watch.
Yeah.
I can't try it because I haven't had a white glove appointment.
Oh, no.
What's going on with you and your white glove?
I had no idea that we had this. I would have canceled my appointment and stayed that day. I just didn't know that was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have sat with you guys. Right?
See?
We learned so much, and then I forgot everything the next day.
Just forgot.
So I need another course on this thing.
Did you get a new number or you used your old number?
Old number, because I'm all about the Samsung.
I have a Samsung number, too.
You do? You have a new number, okay.
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I had one. I had a Samsung number. And then I just unplugged the card.
Tell.
I did. I took the card out and I plugged it in the new phone, and it's fantastic.
Speaking of Samsung, no more selfies at the White House.
No, huh?
Because of Poppy.
Because of Big Poppy?
Big Poppy took a selfie, and it turned out to be, some kind of promotion for the Samsung phone? Who cares?
Well, I think in Washington, the important thing to do, because there's no other problems with finances or corruption. I think the important thing to do is where if the designated hitter got a Samsung mention, and the amount of money that is thrown around in that shitty town, and they're worried about fucking David Ortiz taking who cares?
Don't worry about it.
But what do you mean he got a Samsung mention in?
I would say holding the phone up. It's probably just a deal, some kind of an endorsement.
It is. It's an endorsement thing from Samsung, and I
guess.
But
how do the people know that?
I guess
Big Poppy's with Samsung, but isn't he just doing it because he wants a selfie with the president?
No, I think it was get a selfie with the president with this Samsung phone,
right?
And we'll talk about it.
First of all, why would he announce that deal? Stupid that he is, and who cares either way?
Right.
What you do with the dumb picture when you have it.
And don't you kind of expect a selfie to be done either by an iPhone or a Samsung at this point?
Yeah.
It would be amazing if it was a Pebble or something, right?
Yeah.
Some phone that no one knows about.
Right.
Or a home phone. Just pick it up off the fucking receiver.
After the stunt, Samsung revealed it had a marketing deal with Ortiz and admitted that company officials had worked with David and the team on how to share images with fans. Also, he's white glove as well.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the white glove thing was special.
No.
Starting to find out that a lot of people have that white glove.
Yep.
Of course.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Who cares, though? Why is this a huge story?
That's pretty good. You get a selfie with the fucking president, though.
Right.
I would love one.
Yeah.
Why would I say that? Who cares? You know, also I'd love Cronut.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we're going to talk about the Cronut.
Oh, yeah, because
I was just waiting for Roland to arrive.
Yeah.
So we can talk about his boy.
And then there's that fake Roland account on Twitter that looks like Roland, and it just says the worst horrible things, and Roland keeps having to go, "That's not me."
It's a fake account.
It's a fake account, it's not me.
I will find this guy.
I'll find this guy. I would hunt you down.
What's the guy saying?
He's just saying horrible things about the Cronut place and.
Which one's making you laugh?
Oh, that's not nice. Can you bring 10 rat-dropping milk and cookie shots in on Monday?
And then Roland's like, no, I didn't say that. Not me.
It's not nice.
I got to tell you, I was surprised that no one tweeted us the news story.
Amazing,
on the Cronut guy.
right?
I got it, guys.
I almost missed it. Because I didn't get one tweet about it with the link. Holy shit.
It's safe to say if the story's been out there for, I don't know, 12 hours,
We've seen it.
Someone sent it to us. Please.
Don't worry about it.
I beg you, stop. Please stop.
It's like when a radio station says, be the 10th caller and you'll win.
Right.
And then, like, you get a busy signal for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They have the winner, like, instantly.
Instantly.
It's already done. So
You're right.
If you have the news and the link, we have it.
Pretty much.
You don't have to send it.
Even if we tell everyone never to send us, like, breaking news again, we'll still get the breaking news from people that will ignore that plea.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Roland is here. Roland, come on down. It's kind of weird, though. The Cronut guy gets all that heat. He's doing really well. And out of nowhere, they shut him down for, what are they calling it? Severe mouse infestation? They're saying severe? What was the word they used?
Yeah.
Severe. That was the word.
It was severe. Cronut Bakery. I was there. I never saw a mouse.
It's probably one of those things that you can't. There's probably, if there's more than two, they might, whatever the number is. Well, how do you avoid that when you're a baker?
Well, you remember my old apartment and the stories I used to tell on this show. Even if you're killing the mice left and right, you realize there's just hundreds and hundreds in the walls.
Oh.
So, Roland, how's Dominic doing? All kidding aside, I do have to say this. We'll have a little fun with this fucking story. But I'm all in with Dominic. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's always been cool to this radio show, and I hope he makes a huge turnaround soon.
Yeah, and I think somebody was after him though too.
You think it's a conspiracy?
Well, but usually the DOH they go check your place, the health, but not 4 in one day.
Oh shit!
So who did he piss off?
Obviously,
Who knows?
These mice are communist plants.
Well, like if you go look at Google some restaurants, they all, like 90% of them, mice droppings.
Oh, the mice are all over the city. And when you get them, they are so hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
We used to lay awake at night in my bed in my old apartment listening to them fucking fighting. On the other side of the walls, and my bedroom was downstairs in kind of the basement, and then you could hear them in the ceiling. So between the ceiling and the floor upstairs, there were hundreds of them too. And I was killing. How many was I killing at one point? 2 or 3 a day easily in electric traps.
That was so fucked up.
I forgot the number, but it was well over 70 that I killed, and I didn't even make a dent in the problem.
You were
apartment.
infested.
Yeah, just like this Dominic guy, I guess. And who shot that video?
That's why they asked for them to come and talk to them, and nobody fessed up who did it. Or
there's a video where
3 seconds.
You see a mouse running across the floor.
It's the guy from Crumbs.
Probably.
Here he goes. I saw him.
That was it.
Wait a minute. So is that from the customer's point of view?
Yeah. They didn't know who did it.
So the customer probably just saw it and, Wow.
Yeah. He must have saw him and then started his camera. So.
Mice are hateable.
Oh, yeah.
And they went viral, and they said, next thing you know, they came shut down.
That was it. You saw a mouse run across the floor, which is so fucking gross, to be honest.
Well, it's in the customers. It's in the customer area, so that's kind of.
But you're crazy if you don't think there's a mouse pretty much in every restaurant in New York City.
Yeah, but you sure don't want to see him.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But that Hunter virus fucking.
I shouldn't say it's 100%, but that number's got to be way up there.
Yeah.
Way
on
up
the ground
there.
floor.
Right.
City.
If you're higher up, it's probably a little easier to avoid them.
And he's an outdoor guarded area, too, so that raises it up another level.
How do they get in, though? If you seal every area, like roaches are harder to keep out, but how does a mouse get in if you block up every little fucking hole?
You leave the doors open for the spring.
I don't think you can block up every hole.
Yeah.
And they're sneaky, and they're quick, and they're like... They're kind of stealth. It's kind of weird. Before I realized I was infested, I used to feel like I was seeing like things move across the floor. I'm like, and then I thought, I'm just going crazy. And then finally saw that first one, and then I'm like, we got a mouse. How cute. That's nice. And then I started seeing the same mouse every day. I'm like, look, our little friend. And then when I dug deeper and realized, oh my God, I'm not seeing the same mouse. I'm seeing a different mouse all the time.
He goes in there and appears out here in another room.
And then I would walk to the corner on Columbus Avenue. My apartment was in a little bit, and every garbage pail at night was just filled with mice looking for food. Every single brownstone as you made it to the corner.
You ever see those piles of black garbage bags on the corner?
I jump into them.
Yes, it's nice, and they're moving like it's just,
it's
the whole
feeding
thing
time.
rumbles with rats inside the bags.
Well, I don't see rats. I see mice way more than rats in this city. And they say, though, if you have mice, that's actually a good thing, because that means you don't have rats. Because the rats just will destroy the mice.
Yeah. So,
I mean, between the two, I'd rather have mice.
They say with new construction, they all come out.
Yeah, because they shake up their shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I prevented them. I saw one once in my old apartment. I put up a sign that said, no mice.
Oh, wow.
And it stopped them from coming in.
It worked out?
I'm like, you see that sign? It means not welcome.
Right.
Not welcome.
Well, then you got the Dunkin' Donuts video that did pretty well the last few days with the rats running around the Dunkin' Donuts.
They're actually working there.
Here, show that again. You got the rat where they keep the donuts.
Where's the rat?
I think it's on the donuts.
Oh,
right?
that's not good.
Oh,
man.
My God. Oh, wow, that's a big rat.
That fucking rat. But if you're a rat, that's the place to be.
Right?
Behind some Dunkin' Donuts.
It actually helps the flavor there.
Roland.
Have you heard from Dominic?
No, I haven't heard from him. He's been
crying.
Well, I know they shut down the restaurant, cleaned it for like 10 hours from top to bottom. They made them.
It's going to take longer than that, man.
10 hours.
You got to get inside those walls.
Oh, I mean, but then you have to hire.
I'm sure he's
people.
doing everything he can. I'm sure he's hiring the top guy, but you know what sucks? He's going to lose all that momentum. You think you think his lines are going to come back immediately when he reopens?
I feel bad for him. I mean, the minute it happened, they had every news crew out there waiting for him.
Of course.
Yeah, he left. Yeah, I feel bad. Like,
because we live in a world where you got to knock down your people.
Yeah.
If someone's doing too well, you got to knock them down.
Get them down.
And you got to have that camera right in their face when it happens.
Yeah, I'll still go eat there. It'll be the cleanest place in New York.
I'll go there in a second.
It'll be delicious.
Yeah, because you could tell that that he takes care of his place.
Yeah, it's always super clean.
I don't think he's sitting there thinking, fuck it, screw it. I can work around the mice. He takes pride in what he does.
You don't think he's ever seen a mouse in his place, though?
Man,
been like, oh boy, I better take care of this.
He might have.
You can't not see a mouse in a bakery. There's no way to have a place in New York City where you don't see one. I think it's an impossibility for any place to not see one.
You get the flour, the sugar.
Are you all right today? Because they hit two places over the weekend. You know the other place, right?
Which one?
John's. John's Pizza, which is my
famous pizza place, right?
That's my favorite pizza place in New York.
That was like 2012 or 13?
I thought it looked like it was over the weekend. So why did that pop up again?
It was a while, unless they talk about famous eateries that have gotten hit.
Yeah, they started talking about New York famous eateries.
Yeah,
are you sure?
Because I remember when that happened.
Yeah, John's on Bleecker.
Yeah, put John.
I've never eaten.
2012.
Cares if I've never eaten.
Fuck, why would I say that? Most restaurants in the country I've never eaten.
Never eaten in. Yes.
Closed, what year?
12.
God, I got to read better. I thought they hit John's over the weekend, too. So John's has been reopened since then, and I've eaten there since then. Okay.
Yeah,
that's my favorite pizza place in New York.
Yeah, the one was going around around different boroughs with rat problems.
That's in the West Village. It's amazing.
I still go there. It's delicious.
It's a little better than Grimaldi's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, Grimaldi's moved locations.
I know
so
they
the
did.
oven's different, too.
Is that what the problem is?
Yeah, the hole.
They weren't nice in Grimaldi's.
No, they're not.
What's Grimaldi's?
In Brooklyn?
It's kind of under the Brooklyn Bridge, more or less.
Roberta's is amazing.
What, the pizza?
Yeah.
I'll if the Grimaldi's pizza people are listening, you have some employees there that are not nice because they've had it with the tourists, I guess. So they're just kind of assholes, to be honest with you. The manager that said hi to us, he was great. A few of the people out front were great, but then you get deeper into the restaurant, and the waiters, and they were waiters. They were just not nice, to be honest with you, and couldn't wait for you to get the fuck out of there so they could push more people through the place.
I love Roberta's, but they're full of hipsters.
Where's that place?
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Bushwick, I think.
Hipsters.
It was. They're like, "Hi, dude, what's going on?" Like, give me your delicious pizza and be gone.
I don't mind any pizza place. It's just like you go in New York City, you could get good pizza. You don't have to pick a specific pizza place in New York City. It's pretty good.
But you have whole pizza, or you have a different oven pizza with fire.
I used to think that, but I'm telling you, man, this
is like your basic giant fucking slice of pizza. That's it.
Ew.
What, from like Sparrow or something?
No, not Sparrow. Like a regular pizza joint.
Like Joe's on 6th
like
Avenue.
Ray's or something.
Good. I don't like
regular
Ray's.
Original Ray's.
All that
original regular
legendary Ray's with a hat.
Yeah.
Even bad pizza, what is that fucking...
It's New York pizza. It's going to be fucking okay.
What's that old gag about pizza? Even a bad one's like good because it's pussy or something. Is that how it goes?
Like a blowjob? What?
What is it? It's like a blowjob because it's still a blowjob, but it's
bad ones.
Blowjobs are good.
Even a bad one is pretty
Something
good.
like that. That old gag.
That old gag-a-rooney.
But I really believe there are way better pizza joints out there now. Have you ever been to John's?
No.
Take a lady down to John's Pizza in the West Village. I think you'll... Yes, it's amazing. But don't do what I did and have a craving for spaghetti.
Uh-oh.
They looked at me like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Get pizza here.
Right. So I had a few slices, and it was excellent, but then I ordered this big, giant spaghetti thing.
Yeah.
Which was just okay.
The pizza's good, the spaghetti not so much.
Not so much. They don't. They know that too. They're like 99.9% of the people go there for pizza, and idiots like me every once in a while.
Yeah.
Order something different. All right. So John's didn't close over the weekend.
No,
because I didn't read it properly.
Did the Cronut joint have an A rating? That's what it had. That just goes to show you that A don't mean shit, huh?
I started doing some research on the ratings for that stuff. You can receive up to 14 points of violation before you get a B.
Wow.
And I found this thing here. It's a screenshot from October 2013 that he even had a report of mice present at the location and fill flies.
Which fill flies?
Like fruit flies.
And full. Yeah, I just don't see how you could. What is the way to avoid all? You can't avoid all that.
We just got some knowledge from the mustache. Thank you, mustache.
Thank you, Sal.
And what I also learned was that the worst thing to see is a grade pending, because that means that they've been inspected a few times, they received a grade, and then that means that they actually did worse on a follow-up inspection.
Oh, shit.
So
really?
You'd rather eat at a B or a C than a grade pending.
Yeah.
What is a C?
Yeah, like Mexican.
That's got to be really bad.
The C rating's great because they try to hide it. They put they put like a flower plant in front of it or something.
A little poster for a local event.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Anything. Anything to distract you.
Some of their rotted meat that they're serving.
Child porn. Anything more pleasant that will get you in the restaurant.
I guess that's like illegal, though. You got to make sure
it's got to be promineently displayed.
Displayed.
I do pick out only A restaurants. Like when you're walking around, it's like, oh, I might, well, I'll go in here.
Really?
And it's like, B, fuck it, I'll look.
Really?
Yeah.
I never noticed.
I do notice.
Around here.
If the menu looks good, I'm good. They could have a D. If they got something good on the menu, screw it.
F.
Every restaurant has animals and shit in it. I was at a bar this weekend and got a free drink after spotting a cockroach.
Per se earns a
Se
C
is like
grade.
the fucking best restaurant in the country, and they received a C grading.
Why?
What happened?
And stop.
42 violations.
Stop with the best restaurant in the country.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
It's Thomas Keller. He does the French Laundry in California. He does Per
Oh,
Se.
Helen's brother, right?
You know that place? I don't want to say the name of it. It's on our block, and it's it's one of the places I used to eat at all the time. On about 2 blocks up from us on our block. It's fucking amazing. I've seen roaches in there twice, never, and ants once. And I saw a roach, like we were eating in the middle of the restaurant, and there was a roach on that.
What flavor?
Roach?
Grec? French?
What, the food?
Yeah.
I think it's just American cuisine. I forget. It's called.
Right.
Just because Ope knows it. It's on our blog.
Right.
And the food was really. And it was really good. But when you see a roach on the wall in the middle of the afternoon, that means there's so many fucking roaches. That's one that got pushed out.
Yes.
Yep.
There's never one roach anywhere.
Never.
I wonder about the holla guys, the cart guys. I know what they do.
The what?
The cart guys, the food cart guys.
They must get either infested or it's easier to keep them out because it's such a small area.
Yeah, they're there constantly.
Just keep cleaning it out.
I bet you they have way less infestation.
Although I look at those donuts in them, I'm like, I don't know if I would trust that. Fucking rats are probably doing the cha-cha thing.
Yes.
I would never eat a donut from a cart.
And they're driving around with the cart. It's like
over the puddles.
No, over the 59th Street Bridge.
Yeah.
I'll go local for
I've
everybody.
seen that.
You get behind one of those guys going back to Queens with their food cart, and the donuts and the rolls are still in the back.
And
what do you think they're doing? They're parking that thing. They're not taking that shit out.
And it's not sealed. It's not airtight.
You see your donuts bouncing around on the 59th Street.
Fucking brake dust and
oh my god,
road scum just getting kicked up.
They have ice in that igloo, and they pour it for iced coffee in there.
Oh,
what are you gonna do? I
takes his bare hand and fucking takes ice out of the fucking thing with his wipes his ass with his hand.
Well, I'll eat stuff from those guys if they cook it because you figure out that's burning some shit off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I'll eat a disgusting hot dog every so often, but then he's using tongs. He's got his fucking gloves on.
The thing that doesn't make sense is that they wear the glove, but then they take the money
with the glove. So it's more just disgusting shit on there. You're right.
Thank you, mustache.
Oh, mustache.
No mustache.
All right.
My brother-in-law calls you guys mustaches.
Oh.
We were driving around Philly. He was giving me another one of those wonderful tours.
The hipsters, he calls them mustache?
Yeah, he calls them mustaches. He goes, oh, this is where all the mustaches live.
That's a good one.
I told him I was going to use it, but I got to give him credit. And we have a mustache among us. His name is Sal. Let's go to Elmer or something like that in Detroit. Elmer,
hey,
what's up?
Morning.
Hey, brother.
I got a theory what's going on here. Last week you guys were bashing him about not coming in, and now he's closed down.
Right.
I just want you to fess up. What'd you guys do?
Yeah, don't fuck with us.
Like we did it.
That's right.
Like when the senator wouldn't play ball in The Godfather 2.
Absolutely.
Anthony Vato Corleone.
I believe this committee owes Dominic an apology, Senator.
Yes. Mice. Lots of mice.
I think someone was out to fuck the Cronut guy, to be honest with you. He had too much heat. Too much heat.
It's probably just a competing restaurant or it may have been just
that other bakery guy.
Well, his mentor is like 3 blocks away from him.
I bet you it's that guy.
And then he doesn't get any business.
Right.
I bet you all those people that you guys talked about last week that had their own Cronuts is probably like salivating about this opportunity.
Hey, you're in Detroit, right?
Yes, sir.
You scrapping?
I'm scrapping every day.
Are you really?
Oh, no. I'm
okay. Well, it sounds like a lot of you guys are scrapping.
I am too, but I think it's a different meaning.
Scrapping,
yeah. I close my
Scrap
shoes.
one out.
I think a lot of people saw the Vice thing on scrapping in Detroit on HBO.
Yeah.
It was fascinating.
I was watching that, and I'm like, I didn't know that was going on in my own town, so I watched them to learn stuff.
You angel.
Sounds like you can make a lot of money, though. They're ripping everything out. And then,
how about you guys do a live show down here and do that for a day?
And then they're selling it to the Chinese.
The Chinese.
Who knew? These Chinamen are coming over and they're just traveling America to these scrap yards and making massive deals. And then having all that stuff shipped back to China to build their infrastructure.
Yeah.
It was cheaper than making it, I guess.
Yep.
Way cheaper.
You'd have to mine the shit and then fucking do all that. Now they just get it, melt it down,
but
make whatever they need.
It's really competitive, and they follow one Chinaman around, and then he shows up at a scrap yard, and there's a whole bunch of other Chinamen there.
Yeah.
All making all sorts of crazy deals.
Buying all kinds of metal.
And then they ship it back to China. So we're ripping down our city to build up
theirs.
To build up China.
That tells you right there what the fuck is going on in this country.
You saw that one, right?
Yeah.
It was cool, huh?
Yep, very.
I didn't realize you could make that much money off that.
What's the reason for that, though? Like, is it because we're using more glass in our skyscrapers than steel?
We don't build anything
anymore.
anymore.
We're not really building as many factories and refineries.
But that is a good question. We are still building, so why wouldn't we do the same thing and take what's going on in Detroit and move it on to it to build up another city?
Well, they're probably doing Detroit a favor in a way, because I drive down there. There's a lot of abandoned buildings. It's probably just easier for them, for other companies to come take it down rather than have the city do it, because they're broke anyway.
Allegedly.
So,
they follow the guy.
Guy who throws in legal stuff for no reason.
They follow the guy that's been shot at, and I think he has been shot. And his whole thing is he sneaks into the actual
into scrap yards, steals the scrap
to steal, to sell to another scrap yard.
To another scrap yard. Yeah, that guy.
I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, it's on HBO. The Vice series is great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
and the one on scrap in Detroit
right?
is great. Huh?
Season 2 just started.
Yeah, it's about 3 weeks in, I guess. I'm 1 week behind at least, so I gotta catch that. I gotta catch up. I got to see the Rhino one with the Rhino.
Yeah, I want to see that one too.
I think he went to WrestleMania.
No. Oh.
Is he rock here today?
Oh, buddy.
What? Yeah.
Did he go to WrestleMania?
He watched it.
You watched it?
Just one more thing, guys. A suicide watch for Roland and Erock since the Undertaker lost. I don't know how much you love.
Did the Undertaker finally lose?
They did that to the Why would they do that?
Who beat him?
Spoil that for you. My bad.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't know much about WrestleMania, but I do know that the Undertaker has never lost at WrestleMania. Why did they have to do that?
30 years.
They wrote that 10 years ago, though. So to be fair,
They wrote it 10 years ago. What do you mean?
I'm just kidding.
No, that's a good line.
Who beat
The
him?
wrestling world is stunned, is it?
Oh, Brock?
I think.
Oh, see, they want to give Brock all the heat.
Well, Brock probably said, I'm not going to lose to this guy again. Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's Xerox.
The Undertaker should have taken a fucking sesame seed and shoved it down Brock's throat. Give him diverticulitis.
Why do they have to do that? The guy's never lost, and the Undertaker's on his way out, and they
look at this fanboy. Look at his shirts.
Two.
Oh, fanboy!
Here comes fanboy.
Let me see that shirt. WrestleMania, right?
WrestleMania, and then a Hulk shirt underneath it.
Someone's a Hulkamaniac.
You're wearing some rowdy Roddy underoos.
Exactly.
Adam, I would.
Yeah. Hey, Elmer, we like you, man. Call back, all right?
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right,
all the way from Detroit. So what's up with this Undertaker? Why did they make him lose finally? It's kind of stupid.
I have no idea.
Were you stunned?
Yeah.
Because I think Vince McMahon, in the end, is just an asshole.
Whoa, easy.
The place was perfectly quiet.
Right.
Like, nobody expected it. They thought the match was still going.
Right.
And then everyone realized Brock won.
Because there's no announcer, so how would they know?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
the thing ends, everybody just goes home.
All right.
Yeah.
Where's the announcer?
What do you mean enough? That's what...
You need an announcer to
Me
go
and
in there.
Jimmy went, and that was
You
our
don't need an
complaint.
announcer at the live event.
Nobody
while the
knew
event's
what
going
happened.
on.
Of course, if everyone
Do you,
doesn't know
hear do you hear Rogan and the UFC guys
no,
while the event's
not
on?
that announcer. I mean a ring announcer in there, like Bruce Buffer, when he comes in at the end, and you know the winner.
They did.
Oh, okay.
They did after, one of them got out of the ring. The announcer came in and announced that Brock had won.
Oh.
But this was right as it was happening.
Okay.
They thought the match was still going on.
Sal, turn it this way, or I'll bite you on the ear. I can't see it.
And then all of a sudden, he gets the 3 count, and it just gets completely quiet. Like, everyone's just staring at the ring,
But wait.
not expecting this.
He's standing up now, and Brock's on the ground, right?
And The Undertaker, what? He only wrestles at WrestleMania now?
Yeah, for the last few years, he only comes out for WrestleMania.
He only wrestles once a year.
I remember...
He must have some fucking physical problems.
The Undertaker from fucking
He's over
forever
50.
ago.
And he runs the whole backstage area, too.
Does he?
Yeah.
What do you mean he runs?
Well, he picked Brock
Like, as
up like
far as-
nothing. He's a strong dude.
As
Fuck.
far as, interacting with the talent and stuff,
Oh.
yeah, he does a lot of behind-the-scenes
What was that,
stuff.
the tombstone?
That's the tombstone.
Oh, shit.
So now he's putting the arms
that
over.
tombstone was horrendous. Brock's head was still 2.5 feet from the mat.
They have to be sloppy with it now because too many people were seriously getting hurt. Like Stone Cold fucked up his neck from it.
But how about you turn so the camera doesn't catch the fact that his head's not even close to hitting the mat?
Exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the director's fault, too.
Oh.
They don't, move off the shot too fast.
Right, how long is this?
They're just laying there. We're watching two guys nap.
So how long did you cry after The Undertaker lost last night?
I did not cry, but I did sit there. I was amazed. One, that they gave it to Brock Lesnar.
They all jumped up.
That was it?
That was it.
Look at everybody. They're all freaking
Now
out.
watch.
Oh, who's this?
That's Heyman.
Oh,
he's actually a fan.
I know he is.
He's a good dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the people can't even believe it.
This dude is everywhere.
Shit.
Just say yes, the black wrestling fan.
With his eyes bulging.
Their hands are over their
God.
heads. Why don't they stop it?
Why are they? I don't
Because
get
nobody
it.
expected this.
What do they want? Another predictable result?
But yeah, exactly.
He was already 21-0. You
Exactly,
figured
let
he was
it go.
going 22-0, and you know when he eventually retired, he
Everyone
had that record.
can't believe it. They're
Look at that.
stunned. Their mouths are
agape.
open. Why?
Get
It's,
Sam on the phone.
it's
I
a
wasn't
movie.
shocked. I
it's
know
like
it.
watching a movie, people.
I'm fucking calling Sam.
And also, he's a guy that only does a handful of dates a year. He's
Good.
he's not a regular guy in the company, so why would they give it to Brock Lesnar?
Because in real life, you would beat the shit out of the Undertaker. That's why.
Why would they give it to Brock Lesnar? You're talking about the other guy that had the title did it once a year.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if he doesn't come in.
They're tired of him.
Yeah, but they should have used it to give somebody else a bigger push that's in the company.
Yeah, but now the Undertaker could come back and win, and that'd be huge.
It won't matter.
Maybe they want to rebuild Brock.
Oh, there's people crying, it looks
No,
like.
It won't matter.
God, a bunch of ninnies. Get a hold of yourselves.
Right.
This is when they should have just sealed the building and gassed it. Oh, Christ. These fucking mutants.
And then they put 21-1 above the ring.
No music, nothing.
Taps? What are you going to play?
Yeah.
They play their theme song,
Yeah.
but nothing.
Were you sad?
I was amazed they gave it to Brock Lesnar. Yes.
Sam.
Hey.
Who gives a fuck the Undertaker lost?
Yeah, he stinks. I told you that.
The fuck?
Predictable.
Oh, shit.
We didn't even know until 5 minutes ago. Who cares?
I don't know. Why are you asking me who?
And what's wrong with Vince McMahon? Why did he have to do that after all these years? Why couldn't they let the Undertaker go out undefeated at WrestleMania?
It's because doing that increases the money that Brock Lesnar brings in the next time he fights. If Brock Lesnar had lost, people think he's going to just keep losing, and he doesn't seem unbeatable. But since Brock Lesnar wins, they've made him more marketable.
Let me ask you, were you surprised?
Oh, my God, was I surprised. Everybody was surprised.
Tell us about the feel in the building when that happened.
Did he cry like a little bitch?
Yeah.
I didn't cry, but I will tell you how the building felt.
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Sam.
Well, it was very strange to have 75,000 people go silent.
Wow.
Really?
Why? We just had 75,000 people click the radio
Amazing.
off.
Yes.
I mean, even where I was sitting, a bunch of the guys that worked there had come up from the dressing room to watch the show, and they were sitting there in disbelief.
Wow.
Why? They didn't get the script ahead of time?
Exactly.
No, they don't. They didn't get the script for that match ahead of time.
You don't think anybody knew that was going to happen?
I don't think that anybody knew that was going to happen.
Vince did.
Yes.
The
Vince
Undertaker
probably
did.
know.
Brock
But
Lesnar
the
did. The refs did.
Probably, yes, but many people did not know.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be great if it wasn't supposed to happen? The ref just was a dick.
Yeah, the ref did it real quick. A quick count. It was a quick count, right?
I mean, it was quick, but the count is only 3 seconds long anyway.
Oh boy.
I was like, what the fuck?
So what happened? Were there tears?
There were tears. Yes, there were. There were people crying in that building.
Oh God.
Oh, my God. Really?
Oh my God.
But it's
They
fake.
scanned that crowd real fast to get all these reactions.
I'll bet you they knew. We better have a camera on the crowd or you're fired. Cause that's
They
gonna be
probably hired the black guy with the Just Say Yes t-shirt, going, okay, look, we're going to need you for this.
His eyes look like the fucking black guy in the boat in Caddyshack when.
Right.
Marina.
Oh yeah.
Find out who the black guy is. I say they hired him.
Yes. It's Junkyard Dog.
The first time people, it wouldn't be the first time
Coco
people cry
Beware.
at something fake. People cry in movies. They cry at TV shows. They cry. It's emotional.
That's not emotional.
I don't know. Sam raises a good point.
What a dumb fucking sport. Entertainment thing.
Sam, comment?
I don't know what it is. Was it a good WrestleMania?
It was one of the better WrestleManias in a long time.
Oh, and what did our pal the Hulkster do? What was his job there?
The Hulkster was the host of the evening, and his segment, he came out in the very beginning of the night, and he started he messed up his thing, and he was talking about how happy he was to be in the Silver Dome. when they were in the Superdome.
Oh, no, he didn't say that.
Which, for those who don't know, is WrestleMania 3, and that venue doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, well.
So,
who do you wrestle?
But he didn't wrestle. He was just acting as the host, but it turned into an amazing segment because Stone Cold and The Rock both came out as surprises, and all three in the ring at one time has never happened before.
Wow. Holy shit.
Wow. That, you're right, that's never happened before. I was wondering if that
Did you
ever
take
happened.
a picture to remember the moment?
Yeah.
Would you like a photo with all three of them together?
That would be fun, yeah.
Wow.
Are you the shit down at WrestleMania? A lot of people know you?
A lot of people do.
Wow. You all full of yourself now?
I'm not full of myself, no.
Oh,
you know why?
Just asking.
Why?
Because I'm still nothing to all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're big in the wrestling world now.
Yeah.
That's true.
When are they going to fucking hire you?
Yeah, really.
But that's not what the goal is here.
Oh.
Well, it's ours.
For us, it is. Why else do you think you were flown down? Me, Ant, and Oak chipped in. What's that?
One-way ticket.
We'll just keep pushing you in front of their faces, hoping they're finally going to go, all right, we'll hire this guy.
Oh, man.
All right, so Undertaker loses. He only wrestles, what, once a year now?
Yeah, but I mean, now he may not wrestle anymore because what's the value of having him wrestle at WrestleMania?
Exactly.
It's over.
Well,
He's just going to be on the business end.
Yeah. Wouldn't you be able to get one more out of him? Because then he comes back and wins, and it's like, okay, yay, he won now.
I guess, but I mean, he's 21-1 now. It's not, supposed to be end O.
Go out with a W.
That's Vince just being a dick in the end. God, Vince is just a dick.
What?
He could have figured out getting, heat going another way than taking the Undertaker's undefeated record away.
There's never a happy ending with that company.
I know.
Everyone has something.
Was Mr. T there?
Yeah, Mr. T was there because he went into the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Was he in the ring, though, for something, or they just kind of...
Hey, woman!
No, he didn't get in the ring. He did, oh my God, I gotta give you clips of this tomorrow. His Hall of Fame speech was the most insane thing you ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
He went 25 minutes about his mother and brought up his mother's urinary tract.
Wow. Could we find that today? Why do we have to wait for Sam to cut it?
Is that him now? He looks fucking great.
He looks exactly like he fucking looked. That's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's one of those looks that... Oh, here he is.
No,
Got some volume.
Is this the...
It's a brief version, right?
A minute long, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Go
a lot
back.
of people.
Go backwards.
Let's see what we got here.
Tonight, as you honor me, along with the other Hall of Famers, please allow me a few minutes to honor and pay tribute to my dear mother, whom I love so very much. Please indulge me for a couple of minutes.
All right, let's go.
I thank you in advance for your patience and your understanding, because it means a lot to me. I promise I won't be too long. And I hope I don't bore you.
Wrong on both accounts.
Oh, boy. Just say it.
Now, my story and background is not that unique. My upbringing is not so different from many others. But who knows? Somebody might be inspired.
Inspired?
And maybe some wayward teenager just might find his way back home.
Say pity the fool and shut up.
I want to talk about my mother. I thank God for my mother because I have 7 brothers and 4 sisters.
What does that mean?
And my mother
vagina's huge.
raised all of us by herself.
Of course she did. Surprise, surprise.
That's it.
That's it. That's
That
all
wasn't
we got.
25 minutes. That wasn't bad.
Thanks, Sam.
That was
Ruining
fresh.
the show long distance.
I want to apologize in advance.
Huh?
This is why I said we wait until tomorrow when I can pull clips as opposed to just finding anything on YouTube and just playing it.
Well,
now.
we
Hey,
My
Sam,
mother vagina like the Lincoln Tunnel. She had 18 kids.
did Backlund win yesterday?
Bob Backlund did not wrestle.
Why? They should have him knee walk all over the Undertaker.
Oh my God!
If you watch the Hall of Fame, there was one shot during the pre-show where they showed what was going on next to the stage, and it was Bob Backlund grabbing me by the shoulders.
Oh. and fucking you in the ass.
No, in the mouth. Sam was kneeling.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Sam, two other...
You want to get cum on his tuck shoes.
Two other things. Paul in Jersey says when The Undertaker came out, they had caskets for everyone he's beaten, right?
Yeah.
And one was for the big boss man who's actually dead.
Oh.
And Paul in Jersey thought that was kind of funny.
That is funny.
Thoughts?
Big boss man.
I mean, the big boss man did unfortunately perish in real life, but he was represented as he should have been, as somebody who the Undertaker beat. But I don't think that it's not an unhappy ending for the Undertaker.
Why?
Basically, because when you can wrestle Brock Lesnar again at another pay-per-view and make another big payday.
How much do you think he makes?
For a match?
Yeah.
7 figures.
Come on. No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was following you on Instagram over the weekend. Your picture with Bruno Sammartino was deeply
That's
disturbing.
a good one.
I didn't realize how old Bruno Sammartino got.
That one.
He's a little long in the tooth.
Boy, is he.
Did you meet The Rock? I mean, The Undertaker?
There's Bruno. Look at
I
that.
saw him again. I didn't ask him for a photo though.
Why?
I was backstage at the Hall of Fame and he was busy.
Oh, okay. Did you want to say hi to him?
Sam knows.
No, I didn't want to bug him. He was on his way
etiquette.
up to.
Unlike Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I've showed tremendous restraint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. Anything else?
It was a wonderful time was had by all.
What are you doing right now?
Laying in bed.
Oh, it must be nice.
Are you coming back today?
I'm coming back this afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
What time's your flight?
Any other things to do down there for wrestling?
I mean, I could stay and watch Raw tonight.
What you should.
I gotta go back to work.
Oh, they'll fucking let you take a day. Who cares?
Yeah, watch Raw. See you in a few weeks.
Yep.
I got to go to the WrestleMania after party.
Oh, how was that?
It's fucking awesome. It's a whole bunch of wrestlers partying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they all know you?
Yeah, they do at this point. Most
Jesus.
I don't like your fucking sideburns. I just saw a photo of you, John Cena, your sideburns.
They're not even sideburns. They're fucking payas.
No.
They're tendrils. They're fucking little Jew curls.
Yeah, what is that? Did you do that on purpose?
No, I was pointed out to me, but I did not do that on purpose.
Oh, a curl just fell.
Yeah, curl fell.
Fucking Sammy Temple. Really bothers me.
Oy vey. Nice picture with the... Who's that with his fucking...
John Cena.
John Cena with his arm around you?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on this weekend, you know?
Oh, man. With the WrestleMania background, it's almost like legitimate press.
Right. All right, Sam.
Except for that background.
Amazing stuff, Sam.
Who's
Thank
that
you.
blonde?
Who's that chick?
That's,
She's on that Cougar Town show.
Oh.
She's lovely.
Oh, Busy Phillips.
Busy Phillips?
Busy Phillips.
Yuck.
No one's
An
name is
actress.
Busy.
No.
Stupid.
All right, can we go now, Sam?
Did you see I got to hang out with Cowhead?
Who's Cowhead?
Cowhead.
Who is this guy? Is that him?
Works in radio. We know him.
He's a big wrestling fan.
Is that Cowhead right there?
No, that's not him.
No.
Oh, who that is? Oh, E.
He doesn't have a photo of it on here.
Yeah, where's your Cowhead photo?
Twitter. Go to Twitter.
Go to Sam's.
Oh,
Twitter.com.
Twitter. Oh, so,
Right, not-
see, you didn't think Cowhead was good enough for your Instagram.
All right.
No,
I do that,
it's a
too.
retweet.
I understand that. I do that, too.
Good enough for...
Some pictures are just good for Twitter, but not good enough for my Instagram. Is that Cowhead?
Well, one more. There it is.
I've never seen that guy in my life.
Is he thinner than he used to be?
Sam? Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's about the same. He didn't look like he was thinner, but
Why are you pointing stupidly in that photo?
I don't know. I don't see the photo.
Okay, well, you're pointing.
And you retweet it, so you know what photo we're talking
Exactly.
I probably didn't know what to do with my hands.
Maybe that's it.
Ah, good one.
Fucking...
Yeah, I would say set up a ladder, grab a rope, other things you can do with your hands.
All right, Sam. Glad you had fun at WrestleMania. We'll see
yeah.
you back here tomorrow or maybe Wednesday, depending if you go to Raw tonight.
I'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
He's got a wife. He
All
can't
right.
just be
Yep.
fucking darting around.
Why? They can take care of themselves.
Yeah, I don't know. Can they really?
Why do women need us to fucking for their fun? All right, Sam.
All right, thanks.
Chicks.
All right, Sam Roberts live from New Orleans, and E-Rock.
Name, don't wear it out.
Thank you.
Shocking news from the Superdome.
Oh.
Yeah.
This Undertaker lost.
That is shocking.
We're going to have to check the blogs later.
Yeah, what's everybody saying?
Oh, I don't know.
His eyes, mouth were agape.
The shirts, the Hulkster T-shirt.
You wouldn't wear that?
The WrestleMania sweatshirt over it. It's just, oh, is he all in?
I think
a juvenile fucking form of entertainment.
You don't like the fucking Hulk shirt with the yellow?
I think we're all trying to hang on to some kind of youth or whatever. But I think with wrestling stuff,
yeah,
is he coming back in? Ant thinks you're too old for wrestling stuff.
Well, I don't know, just for...
You play with drones and Xbox, so it's
yeah,
in the
but
same
that's
category.
cool stuff. No, that's kind of cool stuff.
That is cool stuff.
I don't know.
Fun stuff.
I think there is a shelf life on wearing wrestling things. I just feel like it.
I'm sure once I have kids or 40 hits, this is going to have to go away.
Let me see the shirt that you're wearing. It's yellow.
Oh,
it's
the
just
Hulkamania. It's
Hulk.
that bright yellow with the red Hulkamania across it. And then over it, he's got a hoodie, a WrestleMania
From
hoodie.
Miami, yeah.
From Miami, oh.
That's 2012.
You didn't get the new hoodie?
No, I did not.
Why?
Did you tell Sam to pick you up some swag?
Yeah.
Really?
But I did not. I hope he does. I didn't like the current hoodie.
Would you? Now, do you have like Undertaker figures in the house?
No, I have nothing Undertaker.
No.
I call myself Undertaker.
Undertaker.
You don't have any Undertaker stuff?
No.
Why?
Nothing. I just never did.
How's your bronchitis?
It's better.
Let's hope it's gone as you're sitting here at the mic talking to us.
Right.
It's past the point of being contagious, so I'm good.
All right.
I'm still
I got bronchitis.
Can we take a break? We've been talking forever.
All right.
You want to talk about the other matches at WrestleMania?
Hell
Had
no.
Fandango go do.
He did not wrestle.
Why? Isn't he a big shot still?
No, that heat's gone.
Yeah, a little bit.
His heat's gone that fast?
Well, I don't know if it just went away or if they kind of squashed it. But after last year's WrestleMania, it was huge.
Oh, I know.
And it
We
went
all know
for a
that.
while. But then, now the big thing is Daniel Bryan and the Yes Movement.
Oh,
What's the Yes Movement?
When he comes out
I've
and
seen
good
all
things
good
happen.
People turn
Not
their
that
heads
Yes
each
Movement.
way, so satisfied
That's different,
I'm
yes.
on my way.
Yeah, what does he do?
He puts his hands up in the air and just goes, yes,
run around.
yes.
What does
yes.
that mean?
And then the whole crowd does it, and you get like 50,000 people shouting yes. They did it at the college sports games and all that stuff, too.
Oh, this is just...
Oh, my God. He's going to sell a lot of T-shirts.
Oh, he already has.
God, am I
And now that
jealous.
he's champion,
Yeah.
he won last night. Both matches.
Terrific.
Both matches? What
Both
do you mean
matches.
Fought
both?
twice. This guy's busy.
Why do they... He had to fight twice?
He had to
has
wrestle
that much
Triple
heat?
H, and if he beat Triple H, he got to go to the main event and do a three-way match there.
Why don't they decide that before WrestleMania? Why do they make everyone work extra hard?
Got to build suspense.
Oh, God.
Do you?
Build the story.
Did you snack while you watched it?
Oh, yes, I did.
How did you snack?
What'd you
Not
have?
the kind of snacking you thought.
Oh, no.
No.
What'd you have, a cock?
What kind of snacks?
I made a big dinner.
Right?
Why does it
Like
take him
roasted
so
chicken
long
was
to?
awesome.
Why does it take him so long to get out of the cage? I don't understand.
I don't know, but that wasn't part of WrestleMania.
Who's that guy with the
last
beard?
night.
Oh, this
That's
isn't.
Daniel Bryan, though.
Oh, doing the yes?
That's the yes move.
That's great. Ozzy's been doing that
Get
since
it.
1974 on stage.
Ozzy. Yeah, he's ripping off
Of
Ozzy.
course he is.
What does that mean, though? What is the yes thing?
How long did he
mean?
do it for? An hour?
He's just showing support for Daniel Bryan and the guys that don't get a big push because WWE likes the big, huge dudes and lets them get all the opportunities. So this
is
is a
that his
younger guy,
gimmick?
a smaller guy, getting a chance to
That's
compete
his
at the main
gimmick,
level.
huh?
What do you mean getting a chance?
How do I do it for an hour? His arms just go up. Yay, yay,
Yay,
boo.
yay.
What about CM Punk?
CM Punk's gone.
But what's he going to do?
Nobody knows. He's his contract's up in July.
Think
but
he had a surgery of
he
some
walked
sort?
out in January.
You think that was a real walkout, or maybe he had a surgery and he'll have a big return?
He was on the early artwork for WrestleMania 30. He was part of it, and on all of a sudden they pulled him off everything.
So what I'm saying is, do you think maybe it's a work because he might have had a surgery, so they're like, hey,
I don't
leave and
know.
come back?
I don't know
let's
if
make
they-
it sound like you hate us, and we'll figure all this out.
If they did, that's brilliant, but there's too much money involved with his face on everything. Like, they don't sell most of his merch anymore. Like, they'll show one little thing at the merch stands, but...
Yeah, but if he comes back...
He was making tons of money just
Right.
on the merchandise alone. And now he's nowhere on the website or on the...
I think we're still talking about wrestling.
I know. I'm stunned.
I'm amazed we're still talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
Talking about CM Punk.
Oh. Well, we love CM Punk.
Yeah.
All right, E-Rock, that was wonderful.
And then there was...
Okay, E-Rock, thank you.
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, boy.
That happened.
How about Jericho? Did he fight?
Jericho's not in WWE right now.
Why?
He did a little stint and then went back to touring with his band again.
Okay.
That Fozzy thing is taking
He's a
over
rock
for him.
star.
They're good.
now.
It's huge everywhere but in this country.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all over Asia, Europe, South
Yeah.
America.
Yep.
Comes
Like,
back, does a little stint, does some autograph signings, and then
Yeah.
goes and becomes a rock star again.
That is so cool for him. Good for Chris. All right, we're going to take a break. We got Morgan Spurlock coming in today. He's got a CNN show.
That's serious, yeah.
Very good.
Inside Man. So
Yes.
we'll talk about that. What, you found a clip from Vice's scrapping? Why is that up there?
That's the guy explaining it.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we'll play that for the people. And then there was another guy that wants to talk about scrapping. If Richie's still... hold on, let me do this. Richie. Oh, he's gone now. Oh, we're about to go home. Whatever.
Where's Richie?
All right, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Where's Roland going? He just turned us on to some Bruce Springsteen, and then he walks down the hall. Morning, everyone. Good morning. That scrapping guy's back. I want to say hi to Richie in Staten Island. Richie.
Hey, how's it going?
We're talking about scrapping.
Scrapping, yeah. I'm working at the scrapyard in Jersey City for the last 9 years.
Yeah.
Operator.
Yeah.
We started primarily doing cars, ripping up cars and, for all the precious metals and whatnot. Over the last 5 years, he started doing scrap metal. Went out, purchased a shredding plant. And, the freaking material that we put out, we have buyers from pretty much all over the world, but primarily what you guys said, the Chinese are buying up everything. Yeah, we have, actually, it's really more like door handles. I mean, Chinese, Korea, Japanese, for some reason, they seem to be, pretty much buying up all of our stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of amazing how the scrap business kind of boomed, because we have people who come in with pickup trucks, will load it up with anything that they see on like garbage day, throughout the streets,
right?
And literally have a 20, 30 pickups, making four or five trips a day, making whatever it is that they're making off per pound.
It's like a new industry. Sure.
Yeah, but it's just amazing because, like we say, the summertime, last couple of years, it's been very hot, 100 degrees plus, whatever, and we get more air conditioners in that you wouldn't think that people would be throwing out and shit.
Oh.
So they're actually this industry.
I love scrap metal.
Yeah, but I find it kind of fascinating because you're right. It's like it's a booming industry. It's not a new industry, but it's certainly taking off lately.
Really mainstream.
And it's kind of nice that a lot of our garbage is going away because that stuff when we were growing up just laid around in yards and this and that.
Yeah. I guess when the economy's a little shitty, it probably gets.
Also, the problem is, you go into your new house and turn on the water, and you got a flood because somebody in the middle of the night took all your pipes.
Fucking copper pipes. Fuckwads.
Because some of that is happening too.
Yeah.
But there's so much competition out there that people don't just wait for, say, like garbage day. They'll actually go out and make their own scrap, per se.
I just don't understand. Like, you see an old air conditioner. Why is that valuable?
Copper inside it.
Oh, you got copper. You got
tubes.
the ACR and stuff. It's
compressor.
It's money. Yeah.
Right. It's money in the bank.
They will scrap friggin' anything. And if people will mix, well, which we don't particularly like, but they'll mix, plastics in with metals. If it's got a sliver of friggin' metal, they'll try and scrap it. It's just amazing.
It's got a lot of scrap.
Yeah.
Its whole life is scrap.
But I find it, and then you got the Chinese coming in and making these deals with you guys.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And how do you guys set? How do you guys
we're
set the prices?
Well, it goes by I guess I actually don't know. I mean, there's got to be something driving metals. I mean, I know on the commodities market, as far as aluminum and the copper goes, how that works. But this scrap metal or metal steel, I have no idea, because as far as I know, there's no market for it. You know, so I don't know what drives it up.
And then what do they do, Anthony? Just melt that shit down and mold some new stuff
in China.
Oh, yeah, see, we have exporters who'll come in and we'll ship directly to them, and then all of our other surplus we'll send up to big plants like upstate New York, and they'll actually refine it down, they'll melt it down, and then they'll ship it to wherever their buyers are.
All right. What is this? What is this clip? China's ghost towns.
Yeah, China builds all these like weird fucking towns for like their voyeuristic ways.
What do you mean?
They'll build like Paris in the middle of China.
In the middle of China.
Yeah.
You turn that little stuff?
Sure.
So
for some dumb reason.
By the way, that's how someone should turn the monitor. Thank you, sir.
Oh, man, right?
Excellent job.
But why are they doing that?
They have money to spend.
Because they can.
Old English phone booths.
Right. Right.
Oh, it's like they made Epcot.
I don't have to watch that.
So wait, when you go there, is there anything inside of these? Not just
No,
shells.
they're just like fake buildings.
Facades.
How odd.
Yeah, kind of like Epcot. Disney World.
All right. All right, Richie, thank you,
All right,
man.
scrap guy.
I appreciate it.
I want to go to
You
China.
guys mind if I plug my job?
Oh, boy.
Go ahead,
I'm
man.
sorry. I wouldn't normally, but I'm bucking for a raise.
Oh.
Go ahead.
All right. I work at County Auto Wreckers in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Jersey City.
All right.
Yeah, and they pay the highest prices for scrap metal.
Right. All right.
Right, which is scrap metal.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, lids for
Thank
scrap
you
metal.
much.
Bye, buddy.
Enjoy, guys.
All right. I'm an engineer for a cell phone company. Scrapping is costing us a lot of money. Wow. Why?
Yeah.
Let's go to Joe in Chicago. Joe.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey,
Hello,
buddy.
Joseph.
Hey, well, yeah, right now I'm just finishing up doing all the 4G upgrades for all these cell sites, and what I have to do is go to all the sites to make sure the construction companies did what they're supposed to have done. And about 85% of them, you know, it started off them just stealing the copper bus bars for, you know, lightning protection and stuff like that. Now what they're doing is they're going into the AC units, ripping out the copper for that, and they even have a couple sites where they're killing the power at the power lines and taking that thick aught gauge wire from the actual power pole and ripping out hundreds of meters of this stuff.
Yeah, some people get electrocuted. It's hilarious.
So
they find people dead, like on the side of a telephone pole, and you know, they thought the power was off when it was on, or it was off, but the wire fell on power lines that were on, and they wind up getting fucking zapped.
Unfortunately, I haven't had any of those yet.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So they're scrapping your towers.
They're scrap. We're at the point on the south side of Chicago where it's costing us
That is
too
part
much
of town.
to maintain them. Yes.
It's what?
It's costing us too much to maintain them. It's costing us too much to maintain them to have to go back and put all new copper in. We're just thinking about taking the towers down.
Wow.
Works to death.
Amazing.
Is that guy really getting zapped?
Guy twerks to death on power line. Oh, my God.
So that's why everybody's cell phone
He's not
bills
getting
is
zapped.
going up and up and up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's getting...
Come on.
Wait, was he feeling something, you think? Like, was he feeling something?
I don't know. Is that real? Sorry.
I think the second he touched that one line went to the ground.
Right.
That metal line that he touches.
He's fucking around there, having
goes
fun.
to the
He's
ground.
twerking.
Oh, he's just fucking around and then...
Right there.
Oh.
That looked fake.
That's fake.
Oh, it is.
That's fake.
Wait.
Because he fell.
looks real.
He fell exactly like he was. Like, yeah, it was like a still picture of him falling out of frame.
You sure?
Let's see. Hold on.
It's happened. If you guys want
Yeah.
Oh, that's
to
fake.
see fucked up shit, go to wirelessestimator.com. And you'll see some gnarly stuff on that site. It's all everything in the industry.
Would you have followed him down with the camera?
Yeah, it's just now that you pointed out, as a guy. I've seen enough of those are real.
I've seen real ones. You see the one with the scaffolding? The four guys are pushing scaffolding out of this big garage thing, and it hits some overhead lines, and all four of them get fucking zapped. They fall, they start burning, one catches on fire, there's smoke everywhere.
What'd they say?
Electricity's crazy. Huh? Get over it? What? I don't know. Yeah, that's the one. They come pushing this fucking scaffolding
It's in
out.
China
There's
or
no sound
Korea?
on it. They're just like,
Oh,
yeah,
my
here we
God.
go.
They're
Big metal scaffolding,
right?
And they hit a fucking power line with
Wow.
it. That's all it takes, motherfucker. And then they all just fucking get
That's got to be like...
They get stuck to it, the
30
fucking
feet
thing.
high at least, right?
Right there, look.
Wow.
That's it.
They're all like just look like they're fucking playing games there.
They all just
that
kinda
guy's on
collapse.
fire on the left. Are they dead?
Oh, and the one guy's feet are on fire. The bottom of his feet are burning out.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all dead as shit, yeah. And he finally just lets go.
He's trying to let go.
But is he trying, or is it just...
Well, it contracts your muscles, the electricity, so you'll hold on to something. Very hard to get off of it.
Oh, my God.
That guy's just on fire.
Put this on our Facebook
Look at the
page.
amount of smoke coming off.
That one guy just will not let go.
Can you imagine how much electricity goes through you when the fucking bottom of your feet starts shooting out electricity?
Yeah.
You're cooked.
That's a live leak, huh?
You make a really fucking amazing resistor. You just fucking all that fucking amperage just heating you up.
If he had, what would he have had to have on his hands to not get zapped like that? Like rubber gloves?
Well, magical gloves, I think.
Rubber gloves would have killed him too?
There's nothing. The power line has to be completely dead, and it has to be shielded.
Rubber.
Otherwise you're fucked.
Right. Yeah, those big rubber gloves.
What about big rubber shoes?
Insulate it. But it could go through, if the voltage and amperage is high enough, it could go through, like, it'll arc through.
Is that why, though, people die?
Crazy.
Because it tightens your muscles up?
Yeah, you go like, your muscles contract.
Why don't they go the other way?
I don't know. They just contract. So it's like everything just fucking closed. Your hands close. Your arms get tighter.
What would happen if somebody? I always wondered
like being tased.
If somebody was getting like zapped in a puddle, and you ran and did like a flying leap and knocked them out of the puddle, would that be okay?
Yeah, I've heard of people that have done that.
Really?
They run and hit somebody off of a power line or something like that. Yeah,
And
I
they
think
live
like
or no?
quick contact, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you'd live or not.
Well, you can. Yeah, it's happened before in our industry. You're fucked. You're burnt. And the person that got you off, you're burnt too. But some people have lived. Most of them die.
The worst is when you see footage of people. Someone's daughter that happened to, where she got out of the car, they were going to something, and she stepped in the puddle. It's like and then both of them died, I think, right?
Oh yeah.
There's no way to see that coming.
No. So, all right, let me move on there, Joe. Thank you for the phone call. We're going to go to Dan in Philly. Dan.
Yes, how you doing, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Just wanted to give you a quick heads up. The reason why China buys all their scrap is they don't have a good source of iron ore, so it's much cheaper for them to buy our stuff and remelt it than it is. So we're actually helping them take over the world.
So why don't we make that stuff super expensive? Make them pay a little bit finally.
I think they'll just get it from somewhere else. Then.
One of the biggest scrap dealers in the United States is in Newark, and over 80% of their scrap goes to China because they'll pay more than anybody else will. So, I mean, it can go anywhere between $300, $600 a ton, and they'll take anything. I mean, they take motors, and they'll melt the aluminum out of them, and they just get really cheap steel. It's easier to melt it in an arc furnace than it is to process it in a blast furnace, which is taking raw coke and raw iron ore and make it into
iron coke, chromium steel.
What's that from?
Living here in Allentown, but they're closing all the factories down.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, do you think it hurts when you get electrocuted like that, or are you out quickly?
I bet it hurts.
For a split second.
How long? That's what I wonder.
It depends on...
I don't know. Some people live through it and they're all fucked up.
Right.
Fucking electricity.
I move shipping containers. They're loaded with scrap. I want to talk about the scrap metal. Let me go to Joey in New York. Joey.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, guys. Listen.
Hi.
Yeah. Excuse me? Listen, my family is in the steel business. We've had a family-owned business for over 100 years.
You should buy
I'm
stuff.
really offended by what you guys are saying. Like,
Oh,
it's not
shit.
that bad. We got to make money somehow. So can you stop, please, like, the harassment of and the bad name-calling that you call the steel and the scrap metal
We're
community?
harassing the scrap metal community.
Well, you're giving it a bad name.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not nice.
I hear you.
Okay.
He's goofing. He's goofing around.
Smoke weed, dude?
Did you ever drink beers in school? What's the matter with you?
Bet you never ripped bongs in high school.
Rip some bong hits, right?
Check out the Empties Man.
Right now, bro.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. There he goes.
There's a video of an Indian guy electrocuting himself that you have to see. We saw that one, right?
The guy on the top of the train? That's a good one.
The one on the top of the train is really good. And then
oh, yeah, there's a crowded train area. He's standing on the roof.
This dummy. He grabs the power line or something.
Why would you?
Well, because they ride on top of the trains in India.
Of course they do.
Yeah, but why grab the power line?
Yeah, that was a dumb move. I bet he thought that same question right when he did it.
Yeah. Oh.
Why did I do that?
Wow. He touches it and it instantly blows out.
Two big blasts.
And then you got a guy just walking away with his luggage like
he's on
it's
fire.
No big deal.
His head's on fire.
Yeah.
Bam. That sound of pure fucking electricity. Bam.
That's a fast death.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
That's a fucking...
His balls were smoking. You see that?
Yeah.
Smoky balls.
Damn.
But he was really walking like he knew what he was doing up there.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, let me grab this. Bump.
Oh,
we've seen the guys flown in by helicopters, by the way, Matt. We've done that.
Oh, yeah.
Those big, huge power lines where they drop them down.
Yeah, and then they got to work on them and inspect them, so they put them on top of the power lines by helicopter. But they gotta like take that stick and touch the wire with it, so they could kind of equal out.
Right.
I still wouldn't do that. Can't you feel the electricity going through you when you're there?
I don't know. I don't want to do this job.
They're wearing these weird outfits, and the helicopter just kind of goes. And
I think these guys laugh at laptops on their groins. Know what I mean?
Not only is it like electricity and shit, but they're so fucking high up.
Yeah, and they just get out and sit on the fucking wires.
He's sitting on the fucking wire with a helicopter right next to it.
Well, what is he going to do?
Inspect the wires, fucking do any repairs.
Why don't you just go back and go, we inspected the wires, they look good.
Yeah, it looked great.
They look great.
They put these little wooden benches that they clip on the wire so they could sit. It's just
And then what are they going to do?
Now are they
going to move down the wire?
See, they got to get the helicopter away now.
And they keep the wire attached to the helicopter, right?
Until the helicopter goes away far enough. You see that arc comes off of it? Because they don't want it arcing.
And hitting the helicopter?
And hitting the helicopter or hitting them or... Yeah.
How do they figure that out?
Exactly. Who was the first one that said, I have an idea, this might work? Get in a helicopter. What? Yeah, take metal, touch the wire. You'll get on and I'll fly away.
That'd be great.
You know how many helicopters must have got arced and fucking fallen before someone said, let us get a little farther out?
It's O&A Show on Facebook. All these videos we pop up there for you, so the ones we see during the show.
Science!
Let's go to Bill in Georgia. Bill?
Oh, Bill.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
We haul these shipping containers, and we go into these scrap metal yards. They take all that shit that everybody turns in, and they just grind it up into little pieces, and the guy just takes like a front-end loader, like a Bobcat loader, and just fills the shit out of these things with just garbage. I mean, look, it's got pieces of foam rubber and just whatever they grind up.
That's been alleged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. These shipping containers literally look like they're filled with garbage. And it's extremely valuable, but China's eating it up.
Yeah. The other thing that they're doing down here in Georgia is we have, a lot of agriculture, so the fields have the irrigation systems on them. They call them a pivot. It's got like a wellhead, and then it's got like a sprinkler system that's like a mile long, and it's got every 100 feet there's a drive tire that has a motor on it that turns that tire. These guys are going out in the fields and stealing all the copper wire off of these pivots. They go to those drive motors, and they're hauling out miles of this wire, and the farmer goes out there, and his shit's all tore up.
Poor farmer.
Yeah, those things are hundreds of thousands of dollars.
No shit.
Yeah, they're just chopping the wire out of it.
To give to China. What are we doing?
Yeah.
China.
What the fuck are we doing?
We had a guy get killed at the scrapyard here with that security guard guarding the shit at night, and a guy came in there and stole the whole bale that was already crushed into a bale of copper. And he shot the guard, and they caught him, and the reason he shot the guard was the fucker worked at the scrapyard, and the guard knew him, so on his way out, he killed him. So he wouldn't rat him out.
Wow. Good strategy, anyway.
Yeah. And someone else saying scrap is a commodity traded every day now.
Oh.
I did not know that.
It's big business.
All right, Bill. Thank you.
Hi, man. See you.
And you know the guys from China with the scaffolding?
Yeah.
Brian has a little more on that. Brian.
Does he?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Hey.
Yeah, I know you guys are just watching the video, but if you go a little further, one guy gets up, gets zapped again, and then gets up and kind of walks off the screen and goes through a door.
No. Come on.
I swear.
No, you're thinking of a different
that
video.
one. I know the video he's thinking of, and that ain't
But there
it.
was a lot more to this video, so...
Yeah.
There's no way one of these guys got up, so just zip through
No,
itself.
I know which one you're talking about. The guy gets, like, zapped. He gets struck by lightning or something. And then he gets up, walks a little further, gets zapped again.
The guy's on fire. So they're on fire. These men are on fire.
Look at the guy's on fire.
Yeah, where did he get up and fucking put his shoes on? Get new shoes?
All right, but let's play it out just in case. These guys are on
Four guys doing nothing. They're still napping, sir. Next one. Next one.
We're fast forwarding here.
I don't see. The other guy's now on fire.
Yeah, you couldn't find four deader guys. Sir, these are the four deadest men in history.
Sir, no one got up.
Yeah, no one.
They're using them as Yule logs.
Yeah.
Yes, he's on fire.
Four smoldering employees.
Right.
And by the way, not even twitching when he's on fire, which
No.
usually shows that you're not alive.
You might be wrong on that one, sir.
I think you're wrong, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
They were killed in a horrible way.
Right.
Completely
Instantly.
killed. Yeah. When your heels are shooting fire, you have zero chance of getting up. From your hands, and it travels all the way through and burns out the bottom of your feet. You are fucking doomed.
You're done.
So, Roland's back in studio because he turned us on to some Springsteen shenanigans.
What the hell's going on with Springsteen?
Well, we got the NCAA final game tonight.
Yeah. And they have all the top artists play for free.
Hold on, though. I want to say that Justin Stengel's the only one in America that's got a perfect bracket still.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
So.
No $1 billion?
I don't know if he decided not to do the Warren Buffett one, unfortunately.
Yeah, because he said that the money would spoil him.
True.
But Justin
He doesn't want to
Stengel
change.
is getting a lot of heat. A lot of big news outlets are interviewing him over his perfect bracket. And the final game is tonight against UConn and Kentucky.
Who does he have?
I don't know. I got to ask him.
My Kentucky shirts?
I've been all about UConn this entire season.
Shabazz?
By the way. Oh, yeah. Shabazz.
Nice.
I've been all about UConn, so I say just throw it all. If you got some cash on you, just put it all on UConn.
UConn beating a lot of good teams, man.
Oh, yeah.
Teams they weren't supposed to beat.
That's it.
And now they're saying they don't even have a chance against Kentucky.
University of
Oh. Word disturbs me.
The Entenmann's badminton competition in Connecticut. Playing badminton and eating Entenmann's in Connecticut.
Why would you just take the N out of Entenmann.
Make it Entenmann's.
Just say Entenmann's.
Entenmann's.
Not Entenmann.
Entenmann's.
Did you eat that coffee cake that guy brought over?
No.
He's still alive, isn't he?
I did.
How was it?
It's fucking great.
This shit gut's not going to take care of itself. Got to make some.
I had a little piece right out of the middle.
Did you? Oh,
I took a knife and cut a square right out of the middle because I'm a grown up and I can do that now without getting yelled at.
How good was it?
It was so good.
God, I love
it was that perfect, like, cinnamony taste of crumb cake. It was so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Oh,
What'd you put on there?
Nothing. I just ate it right there.
I like to pour on crumb cake. I like to pour olive oil and capers.
That would be really bad.
This mudslide of flesh isn't going to remove itself. I got to make some decisions. Oh, man. I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in to get back in shape.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Springsteen played what?
A full show for free. And they streamed it last night.
2 hours and 40 minutes, you're telling me?
What?
Yeah, they got this big, because the final 4 games were Saturday, and now the big game's tonight.
Why would he do that? Like, what's
exposure?
Bruce's...
Yeah.
Look, Bruce doesn't need fucking exposure.
But for a new audience, though.
No, he could sell out arenas for multiple nights on end. He's done it. Everyone knows who Bruce is. Everyone knows what he's all about. There's not anyone that needs
exposure
to see Bruce to go like, oh, is that Bruce?
I think younger audience, but also it's a different band. It's with Tom Morello now with Little Steven.
Is Bruce the guy that's singing the songs? Is Bruce playing guitar?
Yes.
Is Little Steven there?
No.
I think that makes a good
no,
point.
what
I think this guy is probably bored with his life and has nothing else going on for himself. So he forces his poor band to do 2-hour and 40-minute concerts on a Sunday night.
It's a 3-day music festival.
No, I know.
I bet it's also for young audience.
Yeah, it's all the college kids.
Very smart. He'll probably sell so many fucking records.
Smart.
Off
He's a
that.
billionaire. I'm with Ed. Relax. Enjoy your life a little bit.
Amazing.
That's what he likes to do.
For free, yeah.
He likes singing.
He can't like singing Rosalita again.
He didn't. But he opened up with a new song, though.
He opened up with a new song.
Is it,
cover.
We got it queued up?
Yeah.
Does he tell a little story?
Wait.
He's got a basketball. He gives the ref the basketball.
It's a guitar tech.
Kind of douchey.
He puts a guitar on.
He wears the same outfit in every show.
Oh, no. They're going to do a jump ball between two guitars.
Why are they jump balling?
And then they hit it into the crowd.
And now they're playing jump?
Yeah.
Why are they hitting the ball?
Because there's jump. It's basketball. They jump.
Who's that dude?
That's his wife.
That's who?
That's his wife.
Oh, that one.
Miss Scalford.
Oh, I thought it was Nick Cannon
The one that's stolen
doing a
away
cameo.
from his other chick back in the day. The one that was in the video.
He blew off the hot chick.
Yeah.
For the, you know.
Love.
How long is this intro?
Right. Sounds like a high school version. Oh, no. It sucked. That sucked. This is terrible. Oh, no.
And nothing gets me down. You gotta turn.
They're all wearing hats. Where is this?
Dallas.
It's cold.
Oh, it must be freezing.
Oh, this is
I gotta hear the hook, though.
Just how you feel.
Oh,
Schaefer?
Patrick Stewart.
Right. Patrick Stewart on keyboard.
Do you like this?
No, this is horrible.
Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the record machine.
Uh-oh.
Can't you see what I mean?
Oh.
Why does it end there?
Come on, that's not what happens. Does he jump or not?
Was that Warren Haynes playing with him?
No.
The guy looked like Warren.
It just stops there.
Sal just makes this decision that we've heard enough.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, God.
That is Warren Haynes, right? On the left?
Yeah.
He's got a fat guy in his band.
Yeah, it's Charlie. He plays that.
Wow.
organ.
Charlie!
That was really exquisitely bad.
I didn't care for that.
And then the other concert, he covered Lord Royal.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that good?
Oh, yeah. I like all his covers.
No.
I wouldn't mind
That
a
was
cover.
a horrible cover. Come on, Roland. I know you love Bruce, but
was
fuck,
really
you
bad.
gotta just go, you know. That was terrible.
No, it's
We didn't come from money. And it was fucking songs. Gold teeth, red, shipping in the bathroom. Bloodstained ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. I don't care. I drive a Cadillac in my dreams. Everybody's like crystal, made back diamonds with a timepiece. Jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. I don't care. I'm not caught up in your love affair. And I'll never be royal. Don't run in our blood.
I don't know this song.
You know this song.
Who sings it?
Lord. You know the original. There's no way you don't know the original.
Let me hear the original. I don't know it. Sorry.
This is fucked. Why is he doing this? He's got 8 million songs that people want to hear him sing.
He's doing like rare covers of different things.
It's awful, and everybody that's at this show wants to hear a hit, not some fucking cover piece of shit from Bruce doing it poorly. I want to hear fucking Tunnel of Love.
In this tunnel.
Into the tunnel of love.
Giving a point to run.
Baby, we were born to run. Come on, Wendy.
Can you play the original for Jimmy? He knows Lord Royals. Springsteen did a horrible job with this song.
She's like the 17-year-old New Zealand chick?
Yeah. Or wherever she's from. With the curly hair.
This is apparently cute for 2 seconds in a video. And then...
Yeah, they cleaned her up nice. She's brutal looking.
Wow, is that her?
Yeah. Nice fat rump, though.
She's a little dumpy.
Wouldn't mind spanking her.
Oh, my God.
She hugs Jim from
weird.
She
doesn't have a hint of a shape on her body.
Yeah, and actually her name was Lard.
Wow.
I gotta hear the honeybee part.
Crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee.
Or Queen.
What is she? What's she, a list? Ruler?
Oh,
what the fuck? Wait a minute.
Wait,
What is that?
They turned her ass around on purpose, right?
No, that's a real photo.
That's not a real photo.
What is that?
Wait a minute.
It was at the Grammys.
She has big thighs.
That doesn't make sense. No, I can't make that out.
No, someone's fucking around. That's her ass.
No, because that would
They
be
turned
a
her body
horrible
around,
ass.
right?
That's a real photo.
Is that real?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I can't figure out what's going on there. Nah, someone's
No
fucking
one
with
has
her.
that. It's like she's got those giant balls.
Thunder thighs.
Yeah, thunder thighs.
I don't know. That's a weird picture. That's not real. That's her ass. They just flipped the picture.
Or she's wearing Spanx.
She might have like one of those
The
gut
Spanx
things.
things,
You know?
Well, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I want no part of it.
Breaking news.
Yeah?
People are... Can you turn this off? People are saying that the guy absolutely gets up.
Everyone's twittering me that, too. He does not get up. We saw the end of it,
No,
dumbbells.
they're saying he gets up, like... I think he goes back down, but I think he gets up for a little bit.
Which guy?
Is everyone looking at the same video?
No, they're not.
They're saying around 4 minutes in.
Come on.
You don't. No one's been on fire for 4 minutes and then gets up. What's wrong with you people?
All right, you went a little before.
How long is the video?
You went a little before the 4 minutes, right? Okay, where are we at now?
3:55.
3:55. All right, let's see if anyone gets
So
up.
let's see. You can't see through the smoke of burning people if someone's getting up. It's very difficult to see because people are on fire.
Which guy? So they're saying does.
Is it the same video?
No, they have to be talking about another video.
Could someone give us the timestamp on where the guy gets up and
He
walks
doesn't
away?
get up.
They're all so dead.
Then he comes back because he missed it.
We're looking at a forest fire. No one's getting up.
No one is getting up.
Where's the timestamp?
Yeah, where?
Hold on, let me go to Jim in Virginia. Jim, you're representing a lot of people.
Absolutely. At 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Between them.
That guy got up.
I'm wrong.
Wait, go back.
The one guy got up.
Which guy?
The guy right there in
On
the...
the far left is where the two people are laying down together.
that guy.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't see the two guys
Watch this
originally
guy.
laying down.
I saw this. I can't believe it. We're wrong.
He's the one that nothing was arcing on.
Hold on.
It's the only
But
guy that nothing was arcing on.
But wasn't that other guy's shoes on fire?
Yes.
All right.
See, look, there he goes.
He gets up
To the right, he gets zapped again.
and he runs out.
Did he come back? And take up his position in the fucking smoldering?
Yeah, what
A
happened?
little disoriented.
What do you think happened?
Holy fuck, you guys are right.
Did he happen to let go immediately? Can you go back to the beginning?
Yeah, go to the beginning. Let's see what happened to him.
Did he just drop it like...
I just assumed it was those three guys. Wait, there's only three guys. What's
Wait,
going on
wait.
here?
What
Hold
happened?
on a minute.
Play this. What the
From the top.
Huh?
Watch it from the top.
I thought there were four.
Yeah, what happened? That one guy wasn't there in the...
Yeah, the one guy
Oh,
wasn't
maybe one
there.
guy just... There was four guys.
2, 3.
There's one in the back. 4.
3.
There's 4 guys.
All right, there's the 4 guys.
Okay.
They turn this fucking thing around, and then all hell breaks loose.
You know, this one guy is holding out. They're all holding out with both hands. He's on it for a fucking minute, man. He's hanging on there.
Wait a minute.
But where does that guy come from?
Yeah, because
he ends up over there next to the other guy.
Maybe he tries to get up and falls back down. We were too busy laughing and pointing.
Yes.
Wow. But he let go first before anybody.
Guy's hands on fire.
Yeah, he let go quicker than anyone.
All right, that guy's burning because he's too
He's
close to
smoking.
the pole.
Now he just like, holy shit.
That guy's getting
But he's getting fired, blasting through his groin.
Yeah, zip through there a little, Sal.
Now
Let's just
zip
see when this
through
guy
and
gets
see
up
when
and
he
falls
moves.
again.
Yeah. See when he moves over to that other area.
Yeah.
All right. There's
it's that
him.
guy.
Wait, it's that guy.
guy.
It's another guy.
All right, let's see.
All right, hold on.
So he gets zapped
It's a guy on the
again.
left.
We're going to put this...
Why would he duck under it instead of going around it? What
Right?
an asshole.
This video
He
is...
just got electrocuted, Jim.
Okay, but you still, no matter how much shock you're in, you don't walk under the electrocution area.
And I think Jim was going for a joke more than anything.
Here he goes.
Wow, he gets up and he goes under it again.
Why would you do that?
Because
You're an
dumb.
idiot.
And then he gets...
And he bumps into it again, this fucking clot, and wraps around the metal.
You survived and he bumps into it.
He walked in and bumped into the metal again.
What a
dope.
All right, I'm with Jimmy now. Why would you bump into it again?
Holy shit.
And now he's down again, and that's why he's in that position. Now he's all the way over there.
Okay.
Oh, God, I wonder if can we follow up? Is this guy alive or no?
Nice attentive fucking place this is.
Right.
This human fucking flesh smoke
Right.
permeating the establishment, and no one comes out to see where it's coming from.
No, they just figured it was the toy factory.
It was lunchtime. It was lunchtime. He had to go get something to eat.
All right, what's the story, man? What's the story, Morning Glory? You got anything on this guy there?
No, sir, I don't have anything.
No, I'm asking the mustache kid.
It says he was crying. This guy, he was crying for help. And
tell us something we don't know. What happened to the guy that walked away?
Yeah.
That's all we want to know.
Any updates?
These guys were all right.
Hope he was punished for laying down the job.
Exactly.
We would make horrible witnesses.
We're horrible radio hosts.
No, they all died. It's
right, and we're insistent.
Did they? That guy died?
No, I mean...
Oh, because he banged into the thing again? Maybe he would have been fucking fine if he didn't bang into it and wrap around more metal.
And then, right. And then then he walked off.
They don't really tell you anything.
All right, Jim, thank you. From
Welcome.
Virginia.
I'm still my job.
All right, brother. Oh. Bruce is doing these covers for the college kids. But we figured as much.
Why Jump? That's from 1983.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Or 82.
Oh, this guy might have his... Barry in California. Barry.
Barry.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, I'm a lineman for utility out in California. We deal with...
Drive the main road?
Oh, the lineman. Very good.
And basically what's going on is because that's a big metal tower, it's taking most of the brunt of the electricity going to ground, and they're just basically bleeding off some of it. That's why that guy was able to get up and walk away. We've had guys come into contact with 12,000 volts go through their body, and they live.
Yeah, but the other guys were on fire.
Yeah, why did he live, sir?
Because the electrical tower, or the metal tower that they're
pushing
around,
yeah,
is taking the brunt of the force that's taking it to ground.
Oh.
So they're just basically bleeding off a little bit of it. That's pretty much what it is.
But why were the other people on fire?
Yeah, the other guys are on fire. Pretty good.
There's no doubt. I mean, it's just like with lightning. Guys have had their shit where their feet get blown off, but they live, or their shoes get blown off. It's weird. Electricity is a very strange thing.
My shoes got blown off once.
No, they didn't, Chip.
Yeah, they did. I got shocked by lightning.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm sure they did, Chippa.
All right, thank you.
It's electric.
Yep. This one's for Roland. Before you leave us, Roland. It's Bruce. Go ahead, sir. Daniel.
Yellow.
Daniel.
You're on the air.
Danielle.
Yeah.
Caller.
Yeah.
You.
Go.
Bruce Springsteen sucks dick.
Oh, shit.
Roland.
Comment? Oh, that guy's on a crashed into some wires.
Yeah. Well, that didn't go as well as I thought it would.
They're showing a hot air balloon hitting some fucking electrical wires right there.
Right.
Bam, bam.
Wow.
Bam.
That's fucking scary. That Mozilla guy getting ousted or being forced to step down.
Crazy.
Because he donated money to a group that was fighting gay marriage in 2008. And Bill Maher pointed out, or one of Bill Maher's guests pointed out, hey, back then Obama was against gay marriage.
Yeah,
So-
he gave like a few bucks.
$1,000.
$1,000.
And then OkCupid, who Mozilla, I guess OkCupid was their biggest hit.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers wouldn't allow any Mozilla traffic to come to their site. So to get to OkCupid, like, this guy does something in his own private. And again, I think he's a cocksucker because I don't agree with what he said. I think that's a shit cause.
Right.
But how can we operate like that?
It's unbelievable.
And
how many years ago did he do that?
Yeah, intimidation.
2008, so 6 years ago.
But the company should have stood by him.
Well, of course
They have
don't. Fuckers.
You now have to have a perfect life. Perfect.
Perfect. And your opinions, keep them to yourself, even if you're asked for them.
Oh, God, yeah. Why would you give an opinion?
Why?
At this point.
It's intimidation. Bill Maher said there's definitely a gay mafia. He goes, if you fuck up, they'll whack you, which is kind of funny.
Well,
whack.
I mean, the gay people are probably tired of fucking having to deal with this shit.
I don't know.
But OkCupid banning traffic, like,
sucks.
You can't do that.
No.
That's not the free market. Someone from I think Gladys said that's the free market. That's not the free market. If none of your customers are using it, that's the free market. But a company just going, no more access, we don't like your opinion.
Yeah.
That's not free market.
And did he give $1,000 to a group that specifically...
Oh, I don't know.
Was against gay marriage, or was it a group that one of their things was that they were against gay marriage and it's just another political contribution?
Don't know.
Because that's even worse.
It was a ballot initiative that would ban same-sex marriage in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think the guy's a jerk-off for his stance. I think his stance is shit. He's a big fat fuck. But you have to be able to be a big fat fucking idiot.
And if it's put to a vote, and you're promoting one side of the vote, it's not like it's this underground fucking KKK shit. It's democracy in action. They're voting. He's got an opinion and a right to vote whichever way he wants and to support whatever candidate or bill that he wants passed or any proposition without these consequences like this. That's insane to do that. It's mob tactics, classic intimidation.
But no one's speaking up.
No, why would they?
No one's speaking up.
If gay people say, look, fuck this guy, we think that he's actively lobbying against us. He's not just saying, I don't like gay people.
Right.
He's trying to have our lives inconvenienced for him. He's trying to not give us the same rights as straight people. So I get why gay people would hate this guy's guts.
Yeah.
Then don't use Mozilla. That's, to me, the free market.
Right.
Yeah.
Blocking access from OkCupid is dangerous, man. You just don't use it if you don't.
You know what the worst part is the fucking company letting him go as CEO. Like, fuck that.
He might have resigned. It might have been his decision. I don't know.
Even so, you shouldn't have to. If the gays want to protest or do whatever they want, that's fine. But companies and people and entities, whatever, have to stand firm and not give in to these things, because that's when it becomes effective intimidation.
Who are you talking to?
I think there's some people on the other side of this.
No,
apparently there's a
I'm not
membrane that vibrates and it sends electricity through the mic, and then
I'm not even being a dick. I'm saying it in a way that no one's going to listen to you.
No,
they got to start listening.
Yeah,
this company would do the same fucking thing.
Of course, out.
The fact that he's lobbying against gay marriage and giving money, it's like, what are you so worried about?
Right.
Yeah.
Why can't you? I do hate this guy.
Yeah.
But again, he's got to be able to say that.
He's got his fucking stance, and again, like I said, it's a legitimate legal election. It's a bill that's trying to, or proposition. It's not some underground thing.
Right.
This is democracy in action, and there are plenty of countries where you're killed for voting a certain way.
Right.
To have that kind of intimidation on a vote is very dangerous. Because what if it's not just a proposition? What if it's a candidate, and you get that type of intimidation? I think we saw that when the Black Panthers were in front of some of the polling places during Obama's first term election. But I mean, it's classic intimidation.
Let's go to Jay in South Florida. Jay.
Hey, so the OkCupid CEO, I had just read this last night, actually. They found out that he donated $500 to Chris Cannon a few years ago, who has, like, the worst record for supporting gay rights in Congress.
There you go.
This OkCupid thing is I'm in the online dating business, actually, and this OkCupid thing is just a PR stunt.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
Puerto Ricans.
It's all a big PR stunt.
It's just frightening that people who are speaking out and not going with gay marriage, like, I'm caught in the middle because I hate them. Like, I really do hate their opinion.
I agree, but it's complete fucking bullshit to ruin this guy's career and his business over this. It's completely legal what he's doing.
I would rather this guy get caught blowing someone in a rest area and have his life ruined like that, or fall down an elevator shaft because he's a twat.
Yeah.
But just when someone is voicing their opinion, it is frightening when there's penalties. By the way, all the people that when we do, like, say, like, you shouldn't fire people for saying stuff. Well, doesn't the company have a right to represent themselves? This is where it leads. So all you people that were saying, like, hey, yeah, man, this company does have a right to get away with this guy because he did racial jokes or whatever, or he made a racist statement. This is where it goes.
Yeah.
This is the next step. Now this guy is just donating to a cause that he believes in.
Yep.
And they're fired, or he's being pressure's forcing.
Yeah, there was just recently a whole to-do about PAC money and who can donate what to a candidate or a proposition, and it's completely protected under the First Amendment. It's your First Amendment right to be able to support a candidate or a proposition as you feel you want. And to have this happen because of it, it's a direct consequence based on the guy's freedom that he has, his legitimate right as an American citizen.
Yeah, like... Hold on, Charlie, pardon my interruption, Charlie. Is this, before I forget, is this, someone said they didn't block Firefox, they displayed a message saying the Mozilla CEO contributed to anti-gay marriage.
Yeah, a lot of people saying OkCupid wasn't actually blocking anyone.
Okay.
I'm reading that they called for a boycott.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Then I might error.
Boy.
But people say that,
Boycott.
A boycott with a boy on it?
How old are we?
I know.
So funny, it's a boycott.
Yes.
People say that his views are intolerant, but isn't like forcing someone to resign?
That seems like a little intolerant.
Yeah, but what I didn't like was I'm saying Glad, but I think it was Glad, but it was some spokesman who said, "Oh, that's nonsense. That's a subjugation of the word." No, it's not.
No.
Intolerance does work both ways.
Isn't it funny that Glad is always mad? It's just ironic. They're constantly mad.
But anyone who's out there lobbying against gay marriage, you really got to look at yourself in the mirror and go, what the fuck is it my business what other Americans are doing? You really are a shithead if you're out fighting.
Yeah, I'm even trying to think of a good devil's advocate point of view on this, and it's very difficult to come
cannot
up with
think
one.
of one reason.
Yeah. Like I said, though, if you're supporting a candidate or a bill where one part of it includes the protection or sanctity of fucking marriage, whatever they want to call it, then you have a little more of a defense. Because it's like, all right, look, I'm not really for that, but I like everything else in the bill, or I like everything else this candidate's doing. You got to kind of compromise. But if you're just putting money to stop gay marriage, yeah, that's a little odd. Like, who gives a fuck, really?
All right. We should take a break because I think Morgan Spurlock is here.
I say them homos should be able to do whatever the fuck they want, just like us regular people, right? Am I right?
Well, you probably could have said that better.
All right.
But the sentiment is appreciated, I'm sure, but however you're phrasing it might lack something to be desired.
Okay.
However, no, gay people probably like, we're happy you're for us, but could you not say them homos?
Point taken, point taken.
Where's Morgan Spurlock? Is he here, Roland?
Yes,
hey, Morgan, what's up?
I saw him.
That's Kenny. Oh, there's Morgan.
Come on in there, sir.
How are you, Morgan?
Good.
Look at you. Looking good, brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There you go. Plop right down over there.
Inside Man, nice. Second season, right?
Second season, yeah.
Congratulations on a second season. Not an easy thing to do these days.
Listen, when you get one, it's amazing. When you get two, it's like a miracle.
Right.
Knocking on wood for three. We'll see.
I tried watching it, and I had a problem with I was so annoyed because the link kept crapping out. I'm watching the Paparazzi one where you're hanging out with the paparazzi.
Yeah.
And there's that, I don't know if I forget the guy's name, but you're like kind of lurking, and they get the photo of, who's that actress that you got coming out of the fucking like yoga place or whatever?
Oh,
and she stopped to look to you guys and kept going.
Oh, what's that girl's name? See, I'm like the worst. I was the worst paparazzi because I was like, that person looks like somebody. That person,
no, it is.
Yeah, it was she's
Brittany something.
No, she was one of like the Hills girls, and Giles knew who she was.
Oh,
He's
really?
like, oh, that's blah blah. And I was
Ashley
like,
Tisdale.
Ashley Tisdale.
Thank
That's
you,
exactly
Travis.
who it
Wait,
was.
so you were being a paparazzi for the day just to see what they go through?
Yeah, well,
or-
this whole episode's all about like our fascination with celebrity. Like, why have we gotten to the point where these are the people that we put on the covers of magazines? These are the people we idolize, and so it's all about just like obsession with fame,
with celebrity. Yeah,
I don't get it either.
It's crazy.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Like it's like $3 billion a year generated by the magazines, TMZ,
Wow.
the world. Like, it's nuts, dude.
Were you able to get the gist of what these guys not go through? Because I don't really have much sympathy for them. I don't know if you do now.
The paparazzi?
Yeah,
the celebrities of the paparazzis. Because you start to have very little sympathy for both sides.
For both sides,
ways.
really?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you, too, about if you do have any sympathy for them. But were you feeling the wrath of some of these celebrities?
You know, it's like there's a scene where I'm at the airport as Kim Kardashian's flying in from Paris, and there's like 50 photographers there, and I'm there trying to like get a picture along with like 50 other yahoos, trying to get a shot as the giant security guards that come out with her just come barreling through the crowd, knocking like the crap out of people, getting you out of the way. And so it's like you're there in front of them, and the guy's just like whoa, and give you the Heisman, knocking you out of the way.
Wow.
Yeah, and so you start to have a little sympathy for these guys because they do have a tough job, and some of the guys are people with families and kids who are just trying to make a living, and then there are guys who are a bit more dodgy. But I think it's any business.
But don't the celebrities work with the paparazzi too? You learn.
Well, that's the amazing thing that I learned over the course of doing this episode, is Kim Kardashian calls ahead, of course, and tells the paps when she's arriving at places.
Right.
And not only that, but when you're a photographer, you have an account at an agency. And so every time you get a picture that's taken, it goes into the agency, and then you get money from it.
Right.
They have their own account. The Kardashians have their own account at a photo agency. So now they call the photographers. Photographers come take the pictures. They take the pictures. They get a kick out of every picture that gets printed.
Smart.
Wait, who does the
Kardashians? Kardashians have their own account.
Because they love the notoriety. And there are some celebrities that don't want any body intruding on their lives, but they love it.
But those are the ones you don't hear about.
That's right.
Because I've heard over the years that these guys all call the paparazzi and say, "Hey, I'm going to blah blah. I'll be there.
I'll be there at this time."
2:00, and all of a sudden it's like this snapshot. You're like, "How the fuck did they get that picture?"
Yeah,
that's right.
But it was set up ahead of time.
And that's what you realize, and that's what.
And then the celebrity acts like, "Oh God, no, please, no,
stop, get out of my face." Yeah. And but their business is being in the tabloids. It's like she doesn't have a job.
Right.
Kim Kardashian doesn't have a job.
That fuels her celebrity. There's nothing else she can do. So why would she not enjoy that?
That's right.
And call up the paparazzi.
That's right.
And what about the rest of the paparazzi guys?
Well,
did you get along with them? And
yeah, I mean, there were guys that were making fun of me for being there because I am a terrible photographer. I am like absolutely the worst photographer ever. And but they brought me in. They kind of showed me the ropes of what they do. And there's guys who do different things. Like there's the guys who wait at the airports. Like there's TMZ-esque guys who do nothing but stand there, just wait for flights from New York to come in.
Right.
Do they know who's going to be on them or no?
They do. That's the other weird thing. You start to realize that there's people who work at the airlines that call them and give them tips.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
for a little taste. They get their taste.
So they're like at the airport.
It's like in Casino with the guy that used to call Pesci's character, the hotel guy, the parking lot guy. Yeah, he's not going to be in his room today. It's the same thing.
Same thing. Exactly the same thing. So there's people at every air. Like these guys have tipsters at every airline that call ahead and say so and so's on this flight flying to L.A. So when they land, they're waiting at the airport. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, and so there's
those people get in trouble though. The airline people?
And if they found out, I'm sure they probably would.
Yeah, they probably keep it on the QT.
They keep that.
How much money is involved in some of this stuff?
Well, it's like it's crazy. Some of the money is nuts. Like the guy that I spent the most time with was this guy named Giles, amazing guy. Who his whole thing is he just fishes all day long. So he drives around L.A. in his car, and what he does is he just waits to catch somebody. Here's somebody going in the store and getting a latte, and then he takes a picture of them because he does all like the stars are just like us photos, where you see somebody walking out of a Piggly Wiggly with toilet paper.
Look at that.
That's his gig.
Yul Brenner has to shit.
He's just like us. He shits just like us.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
When you go to L.A., all you have to do is go to a Starbucks, and you're guaranteed to see at least one or two celebrities.
Somebody will wander in
the morning.
Are there places that they just know, like this is where They hang out.
Yeah, one street in L.A. They all go to.
Well, there's the one. Yeah,
where the
there's
Ivy
one,
is.
Over where the Ivy is, they go there, and then there's like in Brentwood.
Robertson in L.A. is a huge one.
Yeah.
And the celebrities know that, where the paparazzi camp out if they have nothing else, if they're not doing an airport run or whatever, they'll camp out on Robertson knowing that celebrities are coming through.
That's exactly right.
And it's the ones that really are looking for the attention too.
Yeah,
and then they act like, oh God,
Stop.
What are you doing? I'm just trying to go to the Ivy for lunch, but everyone knows you go there specifically to get your picture taken.
As you have a table out on the patio where, where everyone can see you anyway.
Everyone sees you.
Well, Kim Kardashian calls them. Why does she rush through and look down?
That's just
That's part of the act.
It's part of the act. Yeah, it's a spin.
It's all bullshit, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't get it though.
Don't. For every celebrity standing up going, the paparazzi are really intrusive.
Yeah.
Most of them are know that it's all one big fucking game.
Now,
That's right.
This shit wouldn't happen without the demand for it. So what do you think that is? What is this fascination?
I mean, a lot of it is, when times are tough, people are looking for any outlet to feel better, feel good about themselves. And anytime you can look at somebody, oh, look, their life looks so much better than mine, and and look how happy they are on that red carpet, and look at their beautiful house and their kids.
I don't think people would like that, though. Isn't it depressing to be like, oh, God, my life sucks?
But I think some people look at it as just like a little bit of escape.
Living vicariously through.
Yeah, in the middle of like your really terrible day, you buy this, $1.95 magazine, and you can look at it and be like, oh, look at how beautiful she is.
Bikini Bods, where they circle the problem area.
That's always good.
And then
the
you
problem area.
And then you got to guess who it is.
Worst bikini of the year.
Right,
like
who doesn't do that?
I would guess that's a big picture to get. Any starlet at the beach in a bikini
with like a big jelly ass.
Right. Something wrong. Yeah.
Somebody has a big cottage cheese behind.
That's a lord ass.
You will clean up. You will clean up with those photos. But that's all back. So back to the cost. So Giles, who drives around and takes those pictures, he'll take with the photos he takes, he'll make anywhere between $50 to $100 per picture average, usually during the day.
That's all.
And but he'll take anywhere from 10 to 15 photos that he can sell a day. So he'll make. He says so. I average about so you figure if I make $1,000 a day. So he's making $350, $360 a year,
right?
On average, yeah. And every day he gets up, he drives his circuit, takes pictures, loads them up, and that's all he does.
And just knows where the celebrity's going to be.
Yeah. Like we were
doing their regular stuff,
and he drives around. He scouts through. We were at we saw the Gold's Gym, and he goes, "Let's just see who's working out in Gold's Gym." And so we go up, and he looks through the fence, and there's Ray Liotta in the back. Like, really? Yeah. he's like, hold on, I'm gonna get a picture of Ray Liotta. And I was like, is Ray Liotta all sweaty, like really worth some money? He's like, oh yeah, I'll sell this. This will be worth $300-$400. I'm like, wow, who knew?
Wow,
that's amazing.
So it really is like fishing.
It is completely.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
One on the line. Yeah.
What was the best one you got while you were with him?
The best one he got. Ashley Tisdale's probably a good one because she was coming out of yoga, like wearing like her yoga clothes, her little tight pants, the yoga knits.
Who was that? I'm sorry.
Ashley Tisdale.
Oh, that girl.
So that girl coming out, that was probably a good one. Who else did we see? We chased Jamie Lee Curtis. She gave him the finger for taking a picture.
She don't like.
She does not like the paps.
No. Especially these days.
And then I tell you the one that was fantastic. So we were driving down the road and we saw these people waiting outside of a house. And we're like, what is going on? What are all these paps doing out here? And they're like, oh yeah, Reese Witherspoon's inside. So there's guys who chase certain celebrities around town just because they're valuable.
Right.
And Reese Witherspoon is one of those. Jennifer Garner's one. So if people know where they are, they'll stalk them. They'll wait outside for them to come out, take pictures of them, chase them to where their next destination is. And this is where it gets dangerous because these guys literally will chase them to where they're going.
When does it get to the point where they have enough pictures of the one celebrity? Instead of like chasing them to every location they're going to.
Yeah, I mean that's some of them will take a picture and stop.
That's good.
And some paparazzi will be like, "Hey, can I just get a photograph?" They'll take theirs and then they'll leave.
Right.
But then there's other guys that just chase them all day long because they know this person will get me money constantly.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I understand why the celebrities hate them, though. Cause yeah, you're a celebrity, but there's a point where you're just taking your kid to school.
Yeah.
And they complain about their kids being used in photos.
That's right.
Like, what magazine uses them? Like, People or whatever, or Us Weekly?
Yeah.
If the celebrities just boycotted and said, any kid photo used without the person's consent, none of us will appear in that magazine, Us would stop doing it.
That's exactly right. And that's one of the things we talk about in the shows, that if there's a guy who runs a security firm in L.A., it's called it's a huge bodyguard company. A guy Chris runs the place, and he basically says he goes, listen, if the celebrities would just get some balls and say we're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to cooperate. He goes, things would change. He goes, but some of them need it so much that it's not going to get away.
That's what it is. It's become part of hey, we need
it's part of the machine.
And there's no guarantee that they're going to be celebrities forever either.
That's right.
If they knew that, then they could easily all get together and go, all right,
I'll do it.
Stop this.
I'll do it till 2015.
Right.
Yeah, then.
But a lot of these people are just hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
They're hot for a few years and then they're done.
And they know that. That's why they would never agree to something like that. They need.
Is that the picture you took?
Which one is? Let me see it. Oh, I didn't take that. No. That's a much.
That's her in her yoga, though.
No, that's her in her yoga outfit. But yeah, the one that Giles took was her coming out of. She's like next to her Mercedes. It looks more like this one, but that's not it.
Right. Okay.
It's closer to that one.
But look, that's a million of her just in yoga.
That's right. And so that's what people do all the time.
Were you doing any sneaky telephoto shit, or did they always know you were there?
No. Like I was hiding in the van as we found this guy, Jaimin Honsu, you know, the guy from Amistad. We saw him working out over on the Santa Monica steps. We're like, oh, let's hang out here and we'll get a picture of him. So I got photographs of him working out, which you know.
Did you feel kind of creepy?
You feel so creepy. No, you feel so.
Yeah.
Well, because the big story we tried to chase, because this was like in the middle of like Lamar Odom's kind of crack meltdown, right? You know, and they were like, you know, so that was, if anybody can get a picture of Lamar Odom right now, that was the unicorn. Like if you can get the unicorn of him, then you've made it. So we started going to all the places where he was, and I'm like outside of like the alleged crack house in LA where he was, the hotel, and you're just camping out, and you're like, wow, I feel like a scumbag.
Right.
I feel like the dirtiest person right now because
and you're known yourself.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Exactly. They're like scumbag, and it's you.
Yeah,
I knew you were a scumbag. That's what they're saying.
Was there anything you didn't take a photo of?
Like you mean? Yeah,
I don't know anything.
I didn't take a photo of a celebrity that I could actually sell. That was the problem.
Did you make the $750?
I didn't. Like we got so we put my photos up online, and then Giles was like, hey, we got some checks coming in. I'm going to send you the receipts.
Right.
And so they came. I made like $4.
Oh shit! That's not quite enough to live on. Right?
What percentage did he take?
I made. Like he said, he goes, listen, I'm not taking anything. It's
$4.
Wow. I made $3.80. It was.
No.
I didn't even make $4. It was less.
$3.80.
You know what you should just do? Take pictures of other people's pictures in magazines and just sell them and hope that nobody saw
exactly.
it.
Nice.
Yeah, well, because there's so many photographers there, so you're like, oh, that was my picture. Yeah.
Just draw a hat on him or something.
Yeah,
It's a little different.
Photoshop a fucking hat.
Right, sure.
Wow.
That's right.
I got to tell you, Inside Man's it's a good show, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Congratulations on it.
Yeah, thank you.
What other topics you hitting up this year?
Yeah, so that's the first week. Second week is we asked the question like, can you live forever? You know, now it's like people are getting older than ever, and technology's helping us live longer, and so the question was like, what would it take to actually live forever? And I go to see this doctor who puts me through this crazy barrage of tests and tells me what's wrong with me and what I need to do, and at that point we just start using that as the jumping off point.
Wow.
Because today it's like you can they're printing organs now, so like if I keep drinking the way that I do, at some point I may need a new liver, and now I've stored my stem cells at a place in North Dakota where they can harvest your stem cells and then put them in a vault, and then if you need them, they have them.
Oh wow!
And so now they can like print you new organs. And we interviewed a doctor in North Carolina who he's printing kidneys, he's printing livers, he's printing hearts.
What do you mean by printing?
So basically like a 3D printer,
right? Like we know that technology. How are they using it in the medical field?
And so what they're doing now is they're taking like frames of your organs, right? You know, basically the veins so they have the vein framework, and then upon that vein framework, they're taking your stem cells, and they've done it now with animals. They've yet to do it with a human being, but they've done it with multiple animals where they build just like they would anything else, your cells on this framework of veins to create an organ.
Wow. Why is it so much harder to do it on humans?
I don't think it's. I don't think it's harder. I think it's just liability. I'm sure. I'm sure years ago they tried things on humans all the time, and some people are like, I got a lawyer.
I always feel
like my lawyer. Meet this guy.
I always feel like they have done it on humans, all this stuff, but they just can't come forward with it.
Probably. There's probably a lab somewhere.
We absolutely cloned a human. Get the fuck out.
You think?
Absolutely.
I want one of those.
Wait, how do they take your stem cells?
I would be so much more productive.
How do they get them?
What, clones?
Stem cells.
Stem cells. They harvest them right out of your backside.
Oh.
So they basically dig down into your cells under like a certain layer, underneath a couple layers of skin, and they pull them out.
So you could do that, and then why can't they just do that when you need them, or does it take a while for them to multiply?
No, they can take them whenever you want. So they can take them now, and you want them taken as young as possible because as young and as healthy as you can be. Because like from now, so now I've got the healthiest stem cells of a 43-year-old man.
Right, there you go.
And as you get older, then your cells cells will continue to age. So now, if I'm 60 and I need them, I have the cells of a 43-year-old, which is better.
I wish I would have done that 30 years ago.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Well, I wish they would have known about it 30 years ago, really.
That's a good point. You raised
know, what are you going to do? Leaving your ice cube tray at home?
Why not? I put other fluids. Have a jizz cube.
The aging doctors, what are they saying about life expectancy? Did they?
Well, this is the amazing thing. So we interviewed this guy. There's this guy named Ray Kurzweil who.
God, is he a bore?
We
love him, but
he's a genius.
Of course
he's a genius.
Yeah.
He's like a ridiculous genius. And so
we had him on, and we liked him.
But he's got this whole idea called the singularity,
of course,
which is when technology and biology will
come together.
Will come together, and they're predicting that to be 2045. So the idea is you live as healthy as you can to 2045, and then every year beyond 2045 that you can live biologically, technology will add another year. So basically, you'll gain 2 for every 1 you can live, which is crazy to think about. So the idea is just living as healthy as you can to that year, and then by that point, you'll be able to just gain extra.
He says that, but I think his time frame is wishful thinking, because he says that's how long it will take to map DNA, and once they map DNA and they learn how to load your memory and stuff up to a hard drive, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I just, believe me, I think it will happen. I just think that his time frame is off.
Yeah.
I hope he's right.
Well, we already met a company in San Francisco called Cambrian Genomics, who they're already hacking DNA. So like if you, and not hacking DNA to where it'll cost billions of dollars, but where it'll cost thousands of dollars, where they went into my DNA, and so I'm basically prone to type 2 diabetes, and they said, here is the one piece of your chromosome strand that is off. He goes, we could fix that tomorrow.
Let's just take that out.
We could literally take that out and put in the correct piece, and it'd be fixed. And
So
I was
you're
like,
gonna do
that's... No, I'm not going to do it.
Why?
Because it would cost a lot of money.
How much?
Thousands.
Well, 1,000 isn't bad to avoid diabetes.
It's not bad. Yeah, but it's like, or you just eat better.
DNA start replicating in that new DNA without
and then once you fix that strand, then
without the strand in it.
Yeah.
So
the show's on CNN. Get this fixed.
I know. Come on,
You're
Jeff
making
Zucker.
you're making
Jeff
good money.
Jeff Zucker,
Come on.
take care of this for me.
How many thousands though? How many thousands?
They didn't say. They said, but it would be. They said it wouldn't be. They said it would be expensive. Like right now, it's still cost prohibitive for most people.
Then you wonder, like, all right, what else would that affect?
Exactly. Right. So, suddenly, I'm like Quado. I'm like suddenly a head starts growing out of my stomach.
Right.
Well,
what the?
You don't have diabetes, but every time you sneeze, your asshole falls out.
That's some tricky stuff. Very tricky.
I mean,
Wow.
Mickey Rooney lived forever. He was 93 and looked like shit for most of the time.
Well, that's the question. It's like, do you want to live to be? It's like, sure, you can live to be 150. I was like, yeah, but what am I going to look like? How am I going to be at 150?
That's the problem.
And how active are you going to even be?
That's right. So I'm going to be like George Burns for 75 more years. You know, it's like, or am I going to be like this? You know?
Yeah, because that's the goal of the fountain of youth thing is to be able to live forever, but be in a young, active body
and look good. Yeah.
Not just age like normally, but you stay alive.
That's
that
right.
would just be.
Or I'm just like I'm like the mom in Brazil who just keeps getting stretched just faster and faster. And my skin just keeps getting pulled further and further across my face.
Living 75 extra years with not one girl interested in you.
That's right.
I've lived 45 that way.
But think how hot the robots will be then. Then you can just have like a sex robot.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Little
Right.
sex bot.
That's right.
That'd be nice.
Like
we
metal
got to
vag.
think about what they're going to incorporate.
What other episodes?
UFOs?
Yeah, we're doing an
You
episode
are
about
doing
UFOs. We're doing one
Nice.
about UFOs, which is great. We're doing one about student athletes. You know, like should you pay student athletes?
Of course you should. They make billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars. I went and played football at Ole Miss as part of that episode, where I just got my ass beat by guys twice my size and like half my age, and it's a great episode. But I still have no feeling in this thumb.
Wow.
From like getting hit by
You
those
took
guys.
real hits.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that a weird
shit.
kind of a situation, though, when you start paying students?
Well, it depends on what you pay. Here's the thing: is what I say is if you're going to pay them is so they say they're going to pay for their education. It's like, well, what if they want to go to medical school? What if they want to go to law school? What if they want to get a master's, a PhD? Are you going to pay for that, or are you only going to pay them while they're making millions for university?
Right.
You know, if they get hurt while they're in college, 1.5% of these guys actually get to go to the NFL. Or
Yeah.
get to go
Is that
to
it?
Wow. 1.5 of every player.
So these
in
guys
college.
are making these universities so much money,
So much money.
knowing they don't even have a chance to make the money after
That's
they
right.
leave college.
so now here are these guys who, one of the guys that we were with had 2 ACL surgeries already, had 2 knee surgeries. Well, you know, the chance of that guy, I mean, he's a great player. Will he get to go to the NFL? Maybe. Chances are more likely not. So as he has health problems later on in life, who's going to pay for that? What's going to happen? Does he have to have another surgery in 4 or 5 years? You know, will the university take care of that?
Well, these guys are
As
broke.
of now, no, they're done. No, so the thing is, I feel like there's a way to quote unquote pay them or incentivize them that isn't just giving them a check.
And they're not getting a real education.
I mean,
a lot of these student athletes it's fake school.
Yeah, like North Carolina, the story that broke about those guys.
Jesus!
Where they weren't even going to class.
No.
There was no class. They were basically they had to quote unquote write a paper. They went online and
I read one of those papers. Holy jeez!
It was written in crayon.
It was really bad. Yeah,
they're not going to the classroom whatsoever.
Yeah.
But then where do you draw the line? Do you pay the cheerleaders? Do you pay the
lacrosse
support
team,
crew,
the lacrosse team that's bringing in all the money for the university?
Yeah.
I think it'd be easy to figure out how to divvy it up.
Yeah, percentage of the revenue generated by that sport.
Division I basketball is huge, obviously.
Yeah.
Division I badminton, not so much.
Not so much.
Baseball, no one cares about college.
But now, do you give all the players the same thing, or the star players make more? Like all of a sudden now you're going to have agents coming in to negotiate deals for these? It's a weird
nation.
Maybe it's just a flat fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because some of these
making
guys,
the team.
one of the guys that we were with, like, he couldn't even. He was to the point where he couldn't pay his phone bill.
Right.
And so it's like if you can't get a loan and you can't pay those types of bills, then what do you do? And it's like there's no time to. And people are saying, well, they should go get a job. Like their full time job is being football players.
And you hear about the guys that are actually starving?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Guys,
you heard about that.
They can't even get food.
They can't even really get food because they're being watched so closely. So they can't even give them food, or that's considered tampering with the players.
That's right. A benefit.
And a lot of these guys can't even fly home. So you're watching these amazing, college athletes, and then they don't even go home for the holidays because that would be breaking the rules too. And they come from ridiculously,
a lot of really
poor places.
Yeah.
So they stay at school. They have no choice.
Yeah, it's terrible, but it's a great show. That'll be a great episode.
The UFO one, I saw part of that too. You did you went to meet these people. What does this guy do? Is he like a technological advisor for something? That tech advisor you went to see?
Well, we went to see a guy. There's an organization called MUFON, which basically they are UFO investigators. And it's like I had no idea. There are like thousands of MUFON investigators.
The
MUFON
Mutual UFO Network.
That's right, Mutual UFO Network.
Nice.
And so MUFON basically has all these people. You have to go through a real training regime to do it, to become a MUFON investigator, and then you go and when somebody sees something, they investigate everything. And
they need a better name though. MUFON is not a good name for it.
It doesn't sound.
It doesn't ring out.
Yeah, it sounds like move on. It's like
like move on, which
or a terrible sex term. Look, I want to get my MUFON. Boo.
That's a weird thing that's happened in recent years too, is the fact that cameras now just are everywhere.
Yeah.
Yet legit, what would we consider legitimate proof of UFOs? The heyday was in the 60s and 50s.
Sketch artists.
But do we have any videos out there right now that they're really just baffled by still, or
I don't know?
There's not any that are. There's a guy that we met with whose his whole job is to basically debunk everything.
Right.
Who is he's a MUFON investigator who rips apart photographs, rips apart video evidence, and his whole thing is like, listen, I believe in all this. He goes, but I have yet to see something that compels me enough to be like, this is great evidence, this is great proof.
Weren't there a couple of photos that they could most of them they figured out what was wrong, what they were natural occurrences, but there were a few that they just couldn't debunk. By now they might be able to with
why would they
computers.
just be hovering around? If they have the technology to get to Earth, wouldn't they just wander around knowing that we can't fuck with them?
Well, there's a couple people we interviewed in that show where you expect to meet kooks, you expect to meet you expect to be like an episode of Cops. Like here's a guy drunk with his shirt off going, I saw it over the field. That's who you expect. But there were people that we interviewed for that show who had real sightings that they couldn't explain.
Right.
A woman, there was a husband and wife who was he's a musician, she's a nurse, and completely credible. These were normal, everyday people, living outside of Atlanta, who they were and they've had 3 different sightings outside of their house, and he's like, I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. He basically plays his guitar on the balcony, and he thinks that lures them to.
He's a whack job.
Yeah. But his wife's completely normal.
Right.
But his wife is a normal nurse, and she says he yelled at me, came in and grabbed me, and she goes, I couldn't explain what it was.
And what were they saying?
Well, they had 2 different sightings.
One of them
they described this thing that looked almost like a glowing pink trash can turned upside down that was over their house that then started moving off into the distance over the trees. That was the first one. And then the second one was this giant, it was huge, almost like boomerang shaped. It was reflective, so basically it was reflecting the sky and everything else that was in it, but you could actually physically see it moving through the sky above their house. That was the second one.
And does he
video?
have video?
No video. No, well, because here's the thing. So he started taking photographs with his camera, and as soon as he pulled his camera out, basically all the electronics in their entire house went out.
Of course.
And
And
the camera was fried.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
So
I believe, though. I just,
It's hard.
I believe there's life all over the universe.
That's right.
And I believe.
We've got cameras, though. I mean, there isn't
everywhere.
one thing
There's
that
cameras
isn't
everywhere.
photographed now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the second something happens on the streets, everybody's got a camera over their head and taking video and pictures. You would think one credible, amazing
one shot, yeah.
UFO flying saucer.
It's all part of the government. It's all part of cover-up, man.
Cover-up. It's the big cover-up,
It's all part of the government.
You could believe what you want to believe. I've seen the conspiracy.
Right.
Any of the UFO experts explain why they just hover around and are checking us out?
No, it's like no, because the real experts, like the people who run SETI, like the Search for Extraterrestrial intelligence, like these people, the people who run that place are these are real scientists who are out every day, and they're listening, they're like searching the universe with like crazy telescopes, and they're like, listen, we have yet to find anything.
They're the laughing stocks of the scientific community, by the way.
Laughing stock.
But they really are. They're the fucking they're like the hack scientists, even though they're really great scientists. But
what are you looking for? Yeah, that's cute.
But spaceman, you dicks.
But how much of our galaxy can we listen to at this point?
Well, that's the whole thing. They say that as they like searching through the galaxy, they're like, imagine if you've like dipped a cup of water into the ocean. Like that's what we've listened to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're saying that we have so much more to even like start to explore.
Yeah, our galaxy is just one of whatever.
That's right. It's
millions
nothing.
or billions. They don't even know.
It's nothing.
Point how many galaxies.
Oh, hundreds of billions.
Hundreds of
billions.
Ridiculous. So
yeah.
So we're only listening to a tiny, minuscule portion.
And at some point, it's going to be like when you're driving in a car and you finally find that station. Like, oh, there's that station.
Right.
Like suddenly they're going to be like, oh, we should have been listening over here the whole time.
Oh, fuck, we missed. How do you get yourself into these jobs and situations? You approach these people. Do they say no? We don't. Have you been turned down?
They're like, oh, there's that jackass. Yeah, it's like using look at the school as an example. When we were calling around saying we want to make an episode about student athletes, we called so many schools that had a lot of violations, schools that have had, and they're like, absolutely not. We want nothing to do with this. I mean, a lot of schools were very adamant. Ohio State, a ton of them were like, no way, we're letting you film here and do this.
What about Penn State?
Well, there you go.
Going to the shower.
Happy Valley.
I think they're a little gun shy with having people in there poking around.
You know what happened there with that guy?
Oh, no, what happened, Jim?
One of the assistant coaches had a whole, he was a big snitch.
I guess they were hiding this story, huh? The media didn't want to.
So weird.
Yeah, this McQuarrie guy, what a terrible guy. Tattletale.
Let Morgan work the showers for an episode.
Come on in, boys. They don't call me inside man for nothing.
That's right. Someone's got a thought on the lights. The lights. This guy has seen the lights too. Jack in Jacksonville. Go ahead.
Is he?
Coincidence.
Hey guys. Hey Morgan. Great. I love your stuff, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Listen, about that one object you referred to, that boomerang-shaped one, that's a real common thing. That was the subject of the Phoenix Lights, and that's something I've seen myself. It's clearly a man-made thing, though, you know what I mean? But I wonder, what do you think about that? Why is it that nobody seems to be able to figure out what it is, but we see it all the time?
I mean, that's a great question. It's one of the things we ask about is, some people say, well, it's got to be some sort of, maybe it's a government ship, maybe it's something that we're testing and it just hasn't come out. And it's like, maybe. I mean, who knows? I mean, I feel like...
It's like a floating object. It seemed like it was helium-filled and had lights on the side of it. And then when I saw that documentary, Phoenix Lights, everybody was making a big deal about it. I'm like, I saw that fucking thing in South Carolina in the 90s.
What was it, Phoenix Lights?
Yeah, so did they say what it was? Did they come up with an idea in the show?
No. Do you remember a couple of years ago that it was seen over Phoenix and millions of people called in the Air Force? And that's all it was. It just floats there. It's helium filled or
alien field.
You never know. You never know.
Hydrogen, and it's got blinking lights. And it seemed when I saw it, came over to treetops, and then it realized, oh shit. It's like, we're in the open. And then the lights started blinking on, off, and then off completely. But you still see it there in the air floating.
Did it make any sound?
It's huge.
Were you probed slightly?
Yeah, a little probage. No sound, though? It didn't make a sound?
No, it was like a very small hum, almost like there was an outboard motor and a fan. It's man-made. It's man-made. It's like special ops or somebody. I mean, that's what I can't understand. And it was in the 90s, so I didn't have a...
Oh, yeah, not everyone didn't have their
Everybody
cameras.
didn't have nobody had a camera back then.
I think in the 50s and 60s, when there were so many sightings and stuff, I think that was a lot of Russian and American technology that we were kind of trying to hash out.
Yeah.
I think before computers, there was a lot of trial and error going on. It was like you couldn't virtually fly something in a computer or in a smaller scale. So you actually built this goddamn thing, sent it up, then whatever happened.
And that's some of the old UFOs.
Yeah, the prototypes.
People are like,
that's
aliens.
what I think.
There's an alien.
Yeah.
How weird. You just had a paparazzi shot.
I see.
Yeah.
Time's coming in right now.
See?
Now our own
one of your episodes.
Slobberazzi.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
E-Rock.
We only have 5 minutes left, and there's a few more calls I want in. Thank you, Jack. Let me go to Kevin in Philly. Kevin, go ahead.
Kev?
Morgan Spurlock in studio, Inside Man on CNN. It's Sundays, right? Sundays at 10.
Premieres this Sunday, the 13th.
Great. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hey, boys. I'm going to get ribbed for this, but Morgan, I saw your One Direction movie.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I've seen it like 5 times, and it's fantastic.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
What One Direction movie?
I directed a film last year about One Direction called One Direction, This Is Us.
You actually directed that?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You directed that?
I did.
How do we not know that?
I know.
We've known you forever.
I know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I got called. This is a funny story because I got called years ago when we were finishing a film. I just started doing Greatest Movie Ever Sold.
Right.
And while we were doing that, I got called by Paramount and they said, we'd love you to come in and meet with us about this Justin Bieber film. And I was like, I'm in the middle of this other movie. There's no way I can chase that massive film right now. And then when we were finishing both the Comic-Con and Manson films, because we were finishing those simultaneously, Paramount called again and said, we've got this Katy Perry movie, and at that point,
oh shit!
And I was like, God, you got to be kidding me! This is the second time, and that one you were inheriting somebody's headache, it had already been shot, and they're like, put this movie together, take this footage and make it, and I was like,
is that the one that came out last year?
That's the one that came out.
I saw it. It was a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's one of those where I feel like that the 3D didn't pop off the screen. I feel like a lot of it felt very kind of candy coated. Right. And then when I got called for this, they said, have you ever heard of this band One Direction? I was like, of course I have, and so I was like, this is the third time. When you make docs, to get the chance to make a film of that scope and that size, I mean, it never happens. It rarely happens. And this is the third time I got called, and so I threw my hat in the ring. I had to go do this, and I got the job, and it was amazing. Yeah. So we got to make this crazy, 3D, $10 million movie.
How were they?
They're actually good kids. These are kids who realize that they have been incredibly fortunate and really lucky. And now here they are. They're about to go on a big stadium tour this year. I mean, so last year when we were filming them, it was all arenas. This year they're doing all stadiums. They're going to be like Giant Stadium, Gillette.
Wow.
The Chicago's. I mean, it's going to be massive.
100 screaming girls.
Rose Bowl. They're doing 3 nights at the Rose Bowl.
How big is the Rose Bowl?
100,000+.
You're doing 300,000 people
in 3 days. Yeah, it's crazy. Wow. Yeah, it's nuts. So but I'm glad you liked it. No, I enjoyed making that film, and I think the film came out fantastic. I'm really proud of it.
How do you know where to put the camera, Morgan? It baffles me. It's erecting.
Was it screaming girls everywhere you guys went?
Everywhere we went. We were filming in Mexico City, and the whole time we were in Mexico City at the hotel, 5,000 girls camped outside the hotel every day for 5 days, just yelling, screaming, singing. I mean, it was bananas.
Wow, man.
And that's like those guys' life every day.
Are those guys married?
None of them. One of them's about to get married. He got engaged last year.
Dummy.
Yeah, got engaged.
What a dummy. There's plenty of time to get married.
Yeah.
What is he, 20-something?
20, like 2021.
What is he doing?
Yeah. Yeah, just got Zane. Zane got married.
Wow.
They got engaged. Yeah, so there's the trailer.
I do enjoy a good documentary. I wish there were more quality ones.
Yeah, what have you seen recently that you liked?
Oh, God. I've been into these goddamn air disaster documentaries.
Well, it seems like that's all that's on TV right now.
I know. But I saw the one about the PSA flight that went down in San Diego back in the late 80s, and they came back for the 30th anniversary and had interviews with the people, and that was pretty compelling. But it could have been better.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to kind of be better, you know?
Yeah.
I like the sushi documentary.
Oh, Zero Drink to Sushi. Zero Drink to Sushi is a great
Documentaries
film.
about anything.
Did you do that?
I didn't make that one. No,
I
but
didn't
that's-
like that one. It bored
Wait,
me.
which one was
But it's a beautiful film.
Euro
Drink
Loves
to-
Sushi.
Zero Drink to
Yeah.
Sushi. It's a beautiful film, though.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful, and I loved.
But why wouldn't he open up a bigger place?
Because he could make a gajillion dollars in that tiny little place.
How though? There's only 10 seats or something.
But I think he charges a dumb amount of money
Is
per
that
seat
it?
to sit there. I think
Yeah.
it's something crazy.
The Guccione one was good, too.
And what
I like the Bob Guccione doc. And the Hugh Hefner one.
Yeah. What about Act of Killing? Did you guys see that?
Didn't see that one yet. That's weird. That's
well, it's
bizarre.
amazing. So there were all of these people who there were these guys in Indonesia that killed communists during the communist uprising in the 60s, and none of these people were ever prosecuted because they were basically doing the government's work. And so there were these guys that were hired killers, and they killed like 1 million people, you know, that were communists. And so the film is about this guy who goes back and finds these guys who killed people, who were murderers for the government, and he starts interviewing them about killing all these people, and not only just interviewing them in a normal way, basically says, we want to tell your story, we want you to write this story of what you did. And so these guys write a script, and then they act out killing these people. And so basically they're acting as themselves and acting as the people they're murdering as they're filming it. So they're turning it into almost like this play. So it becomes like this film in a film, and it's brilliant and crazy.
So bizarre.
So batshit crazy. But the film it's really well done.
What's the best documentary you've ever seen?
The best documentary I've ever seen. There's two trains of thought. Like there's docs that I give to people. Like the best doc, my favorite doc of all time is a movie called Brother's Keeper that were did by Joe Berlinger and Bruce Sinofsky, the guys who did Metallica, Some Kind of Monster, and Paradise Lost, which is about these three creepy brothers who live in upstate New York, and one of them was found dead one day, and so then they basically accused the other one of murder, and it turns into this like weird, creepy story of like incest, and it gets dark fast. It gets so dark. It gets dark.
I saw
fast.
part of that years ago on video. I never saw the end of it for some reason. Now you make me want to go back and watch it.
It came already.
Exactly. Before the word incest, you got half of incest out, and I was finished.
But then there's docs. But then people always say like, what's a good doc? What should I watch? And then there's like gateway docs that I give to people because people are like, docs are boring. I don't want to watch them. And then I give them like Anvil, Story of Anvil, or American Movie, Heavy Metal Parking Lot, Hands on a Hard Body.
Heavy Metal Parking Lot was fun. Those are good.
Those are like great docs.
The King of Kong was
King
great.
of Kong
is one of the best ever.
Yeah, that's a great.
A lot of
gateway
great
doc.
characters in that one.
That's right. Steve Wiebe.
That whole
Super Size Me.
That's a good gateway doc.
That's a good gateway doc right there. Sure.
Great film, obviously. Before you go, because I hear you only have like a minute left. Sure. Robert, let him talk. Robert in Birmingham looks like.
Yeah, Birmingham.
Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, I want to call BS on the student athletes that were starving, unless it's a real lower tier school, maybe that you were talking about. I know at Alabama they have 24-hour access to healthy snacks, fresh fruit, all that down in their student center. They get the best tutoring that nobody on campus could afford. So the question is, if you're going to get paid, if you decide that they're employees, don't they owe taxes on the about $200,000 value of the room and board and education that they get over the 4 years?
No, that's a great question. But you know, a lot of those guys aren't going to school for the education. They're going there because it's the next step. It's the step to get into the pros.
Yeah, and especially if you're like you're in the SEC. I mean, you're going to Alabama. I mean, you're going there to play Tier 1 football.
Right.
That's SEC is like the best football in the United
States. And the tutors are
States.
just to get you a passing grade, but you're not. I wonder if you're actually soaking in any of that knowledge in the end.
We had a Rhodes Scholar 4 years ago.
I'm sure you have some of those people, but it's not the majority.
But that's like one every 4 years.
Right.
That's what happens at most schools.
It's available. You can't. I mean, most of those guys couldn't write their names when they showed up in college. There's a limited amount of what you can do with them.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Well, that's our point.
Why are they in college then?
Exactly.
Yeah,
they're in college because they're hoping to get into the pros.
Yeah, and there are a lot of guys who are coming in,
and it's a good life for 4 or 5 years as they're doing it.
It's a trade school, and you don't get paid while you're in trade school.
And I guess them starving thing maybe is a slight exaggeration, but I guess
but
what
there
I
probably
was
are
trying to
universities
say
that are
is,
in Alabama though where that happens.
yeah,
I mean,
it's just harder to get food and stuff. You'll do what you can to get your food.
And the trade school people the trade schools aren't making $50 million on TV deals. There's a lot more money being made than this.
Morgan's got to go big time. We're over the time. Thank you, Robert.
And thank you to you guys. I was actually talking about this in the hallway. It has been now 14 years that that I have that you guys have been been there and
we were there
me.
before anyone knew
before
who you
anyone
were.
before anybody
that MTV show.
I was literally talking about this in the hallway. So I just want to say thank you.
Got the name of the show.
I bet you will.
I bet you will.
I bet you will.
Yeah. We're at AW and a young Morgan Spurlock walks in.
A young, fresh-faced kid in the business.
And then he left and we're like, he'll never make it.
Exactly.
14 years later, he's still doing it.
Amazing.
Morgan Spurlock, Inside Man, this Sunday. It premieres Season 2, 10 p.m. on CNN. Yeah, right on. And it's Morgan Spurlock on Twitter.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you guys.
Great
Appreciate
job.
it. As always, thank
We'll
you.
see you next time. Morgan Spurlock.
O&A.
Morgan Spurlock's all right, man.
Yeah, he's a good egg. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was fun. Biggest story of the day.
Ooh. Let me think. Biggest story of the day.
My Tampa shows this weekend.
Ah, that's a big story.
Nice.
Right. No? I would say the Immortal. Does it start with the Immortal?
No, obviously not.
Yes, it
I hope
does.
not.
Mickey Rooney?
No.
Mickey Rooney being dead is a big one.
Not as big as this story.
John Pinette died?
No. That sucks, though.
He was a nice guy, man.
You comedians love dying early.
Well, like I said before, comedians either live to be 90 or they're dead before they're 50. It's a very weird... You know, because I think comics live one of two lifestyles. Either you live a very healthy lifestyle and you get all the aggression out.
Oh, right.
And it's like beating cancer all the time because you're just constantly venting about what you don't like. So, you know, like guys like Henny Youngman and Bob Hope and fucking George Burns. Or, you know, the unhealthy lifestyle gets you early, unfortunately.
Well, he was kind of chubby.
Yeah, but he lost the weight. He went, I think, for surgery, and then someone said it was...
Nice picture.
He had some other things going on.
Yeah, but that picture's deceiving because I'm thinner than that. I'm wearing a hoodie though today. Giving me an extra pound or two.
Yeah.
What? I'm putting all this mush back together.
Shit. What is that, Instagram or Twitter?
That's our Twitter, O&A show on Twitter. Sorry, Jimmy, go ahead.
That's all right. It's,
I apologize. That picture just popped up in the middle of that. Go ahead.
It's a shame that he's dead. I didn't know him well.
He was a nice guy.
He was a sweet guy,
I ran
man.
into him a few times over the years. Real nice guy.
I never met him.
I don't think we ever had him on the show for whatever reason.
I did Montreal with him, and we had spoken earlier, like, you know, just a great guy. Not a great crowd. I was on the show. Anthony Clark was on the show. I don't remember who else was. But I remember none of us were doing great. We were all doing okay. And then Pinette went on and fucking murdered.
Yeah.
And he was just so funny. I'm watching him, and he's doing this bit on gluten. And I'm like, God, who the fuck closes with a bit on gluten? Gluten! Yeah, he was really a funny guy. He was a great comic.
Did a lot of self-deprecating fat guy jokes, right?
I don't know exactly what killed him. I guess they're finding out. Was it...
Found him in a hotel in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, you never want to read that about
right.
I thought you went to Pittsburgh to make your life seem longer.
To make it seem like you're living a long, long time.
John Pinette actually did. That's the best thing that can happen in Pittsburgh. You don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
But
but we love you, Pittsburgh.
His heart or his...
He had some issues, huh?
Yeah, man. He had some health
We've
issues.
heard him over the years.
Yeah.
He lost a lot. I think he got the surgery.
He did get the surgery.
Oh, he did. He got the lap
Oh,
thing.
a long time ago. But I think he might have went back to his old ways or something.
Yeah, he had a reputation for drinking and...
Yeah.
You know... And they said it was kind of hard for him to get through shows sometimes.
Said he had heart.
Oh, wow.
Pulmonary embolism. Pulmonary embolism, but they don't know that yet. That's too soon for them to know. That's what his manager or agent said. He was the guy who got mugged at the end of last Seinfeld, I guess?
Yeah, the last Seinfeld. He was the guy that,
I never saw
mugged, and they just videoed him. They didn't help.
It's a good copy of the clip,
right?
I'd see him better.
First class doesn't make it anymore.
No, we can't sit through this.
Yeah.
The audio's really bad.
And
there he is.
Of course, the mugger.
That's a shame.
Come on!
Who's the mugger?
I don't know. Just making an observation.
Oh,
of course.
held up against what?
All right, silly.
Okay, thanks anyway. They can't get another plane.
That's hard.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was only 50.
Yeah. I am
50 years old.
Was Mickey Rooney
50 years old?
Was Mickey Rooney married to Judy Garland? I don't know why I looked him up and they said they see Judy Garland, but he's married 8 times.
I think he was like married to Ava Gardner.
Gardner was his first
for a year.
You want to see how fucking? I twittered my photo of Mickey Rooney scolding me for being a dirty comedian.
Yes,
that was
only a year ago, right?
No, it was probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Already?
Yeah. But I got a picture with him and his wife, and I didn't want one with his fucking wife. I wanted one with him.
Fucking wife.
But she jumps in, and I wanted to say, like, what are you doing, lady?
Right.
But I couldn't. You can't yell at a guy's wife.
Wow, is he fucking giving you the old what have you?
Was he joking about?
I don't know, but look at me
him?
and his fucking monstrous wife.
Oh, boo.
He's hiding like a child between us. There's no way to Photoshop. Why are you in this picture?
You can't shop that out.
She's famous for marrying Mickey Rooney. That's
now
why.
she did movies with him and stuff, but like I can't fucking Photoshop her out.
Well,
her
she's a
big fat
giant.
fucking head. What is she doing in this
What
picture?
a fucking. Oh,
I think he
my
grabbed.
God, look at this giant he was married to.
Wow.
Probably like to get smothered a little bit.
Yeah.
Big butt in his face, smothering him.
Jesus. 93. I have good teeth. Yeah, big old Bill. And then he kicked me in the guts. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, Bill.
Why are they talking about the movie Bill?
They should.
Instead of all those other films he was in.
Crappy fucking Judy Garland movies.
I got you this job at the country club to keep you out of trouble, remember?
I won't be in any trouble, Miss King. Everything's all right, and I won't get pinched by the cops more. Everything's hunky-dory.
And the television, I bought that so you can stay out of trouble, too.
Television, oh boy, that's... I dream of Jeannie, that's a cutie.
Oh, is that fucking embarrassing to watch?
You think that's embarrassing?
Yeah, really
I'll be all right
embarrassing.
now. Old Bill gonna be fine. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
He went full retard.
Bill.
What?
That's my name. William. Bill for short.
Well, hi, Bill. I'm Barry.
Hi, Perry.
No, Barry.
Perry for short.
Yeah.
Oh, you dummy.
Exactly.
Well, where's Tara, my sister? She lives on Florida Street. And it's like, no, she went to Florida, you dummy.
What happened to your face?
I was downtown, and this guy come up to me. He said, buddy, he didn't know my name. And I said, yes. He said, you want to go have a beer with me? I said, sure, buddy, I'll have a beer with you. And then he said, how would you like for me to knock your teeth out? I said, mine ain't very good anyway.
Fucking home run, Bill. Cocksucker.
Now, all you have to do is just sit there and tell me about yourself, and I'm just going to sit right over here and ask you some questions, and that's all there is to it, okay?
That's all there is.
You ready? All right, we'll start with an easy one, okay? How old are you, Bill?
33, 46, 58. I'm a real spring chicken.
Are you?
You don't like that?
Oh, it's terrible. I got in an argument with my girlfriend at the time when this movie came out. It was a TV movie, and we watched it, and she was crying. Yeah, 81. She was crying, and I was laughing, and she started punching me because I was laughing at Bill.
He was 60 when he made that movie. I think it's 1981.
Yeah, huh?
33 years, I guess, right? So 60. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, he was 60 when he made that? Jesus.
You know what this is?
It's a microphone.
It's a microphone, right? Or mic for short.
Mic for short.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Where have you been, Billy boy? Billy boy. Where have you been, darling Billy? I've been down to the farm. Didn't do no harm. Can you make a cherry pie, darling Billy?
You don't like this song?
No. Not at all. Oh, and then he plays the harmonica.
Wow, Bill.
Oh.
It's a good song.
Yeah, where have you been, Billy boy?
At the Tard House.
Where
Where do you think he's been?
Exactly. Did you notice half your paint chips were missing? And here's a full tummy. Yes, I didn't do no harm. I accidentally smothered 9 animals. I sat on a bunch of baby chicks. My fat dumbass.
Jesus.
Where have you been, Billy boy, Billy boy?
Yuck.
Yeah.
They killed one guy. He was having a fit. They knocked him down the stairs. They killed him. I went to the guy in charge, and I said, hey, this kid is having a fit. And he said to me, Bill, don't you bother me while I'm resting. And he kicked me in the guts.
He kicked him in
the director? Shut up.
Operations to the hell.
Was he pitching a fit?
That was hell.
Yeah.
He didn't like the insane asylum. See, Bill was a normal kid. He was just like, he had some kind of like small problem.
Right.
And then his parents, because it was that time, just threw him in an insane asylum. And he grew up with all retarded people around him, so he became kind of retarded. And then Dennis Quaid makes a documentary about him.
Why'd they sing a song?
I don't know.
Remember when we talked to Dennis Quaid only about this
Only
movie?
about, we had Dennis Quaid on. He was pitching one of his movies.
I don't know.
I don't know what it was when he was in.
He was cool, right?
He was great.
And I just kept going, oh boy, chicken.
He just laughed his ass off.
He was like, holy shit, he was shaking his head like, you motherfucker.
And then it got to the point where he basically was saying, enough, okay, I get it.
Oh, Bill.
But we wouldn't let it go. With that
Barry.
And then, of course, the famous scene, the chicken scene.
Yes, the chicken scene.
We got to play this one more,
was
one more clip.
I guess Bill thought it would be, or Barry thought it would be a good idea to bring Bill to his parents' house.
Oh, where was his parents' house?
It was in some hoity-toity fucking Connecticut.
There you go.
It was in Connecticut.
It was in Connecticut.
Yeah, and they're wealthy and have no time for a retard like Bill. And they were making chicken, and
His
Bill
family?
just makes an ass of himself.
Oh, is Dennis Quaid's family?
Yeah.
Oh, and he eats all the chicken.
Oh, he gets his hands all over every piece.
His dumb
Quaid's
hands.
parents were just dicks.
And you know he's just got his...
Bill.
Bill's got his hand down the back of his, scratching his asshole and his dick and balls, and then he just holds your chicken.
Darling Billy has a roid the size of a yam. And he's been fucking digging that. His yam-sized roid. He's grabbing your chicken.
Right before he grabs a handful of chicken.
Yeah, he's fucking itching his scalp and fucking knuckle deep in his asshole.
He didn't know. You just take one fucking piece.
Yeah,
like,
you know,
he's
but
an idiot.
Yeah. He learned the hard way,
Yeah.
but here's
a fist.
a quick part of that scene.
Are you good and hungry? I hope you are.
I'm good and hungry. I like it. Good. Are you a company?
I'm the president of one.
No kidding. Green beans. They're good for you. I like green beans.
Here, have a lot. We've got plenty.
I like
Plenty.
Thank you. Thank you.
And some sweet potatoes?
30.
He means one.
Oh, look at that chicken. Isn't that good?
He just keeps grabbing the chicken.
Isn't that good chicken?
Hey, go easy on that.
It's good chicken.
Bill is on a diet. He's watching his weight because of his leg. Isn't that right, Bill?
I'm not watching my weight now.
Bill, put that back.
I'm going to have more chicken.
Put that back.
I want to have more
Bill,
chicken.
put that back.
He keeps grabbing it.
Yeah, stab his hand.
Uh-oh, he yelled at him.
Oh, no, where'd Bill go?
Bill ran to the corner in the kitchen.
Ew.
He went to the corner
Did he?
to stand there as his parents go, what the fuck is this? You bring this over my house?
He's fucking wrecking all the chicken. He's fucking standing in the corner.
They weren't too tolerant with Bill and his chicken.
His dumb chicken.
They were more tolerant. They should have told him to fucking push something outside a warehouse made of metal.
Stupid with his bad toupee, remember?
Yeah, he had his bad
I forgot about his
toupee
horrible
on.
hair.
Oh my God, that's great, that hairdo.
His toupee.
Yes.
Well, Bill.
About that media position yet? No, I only...
Who's his sister?
Yeah,
No,
she's
that's
his
the wife.
I'd give her a good stiff
She
fuck.
was cute. She was in a few movies.
Yeah.
With computer work. I had some friends, at least I'm
His
used to.
dumb hairdo.
Bill's social hair.
Yeah.
No doubt.
The father's trying to get his kid into a
Thought you might
good,
have changed your mind about
Yes.
a good business.
Yes,
We don't want to change his mind. We want to do a movie show called The Bill Show.
Why don't you
It's gonna be a
shut up,
real good
retard?
show.
Exactly. We don't like your fucking dumb Mo Howard hairdo. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Oh,
We're buddies now, and I got some new teeth.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
The father's like, oh, boy.
How tiny the table is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to have natural childbirth or that new French method everyone's
Oh,
talking about?
how about the Greek method where they pull it out your ass?
Oh, you mean the Le Boyer method?
She's beautiful.
Boyer.
Yes, I wonder what happened to her.
They're good for you.
Oh, look. Here comes Greedy Bill.
Yeah.
That shitty wig.
There it is.
I like green beans.
I like green beans.
Greedy fucking...
Oh, look at they get horrified.
He means one.
See?
He means 2 or 3.
What does he have, an ulcer on his leg? I think he's got an ulcer on his leg.
Have you two known each other very long? Oh, about 4 months. Isn't that right, Bill?
We've been buddies for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Here comes the chicken thief.
That chicken isn't that good.
And he uses the fork, but then he takes his hands.
That good chicken.
Go easy on that.
Bill, that's 3 pieces.
Good chicken.
Hey, he's touching it.
Bill is on a diet. He's
So why don't they just move the chicken?
Right?
Isn't that
Stop
right?
hovering the chicken by him.
The dumb fucking maid moves the goddamn chicken platter.
Exactly. Get your fucking filthy hands off the chicken.
That's filmed horribly.
It really
no
is.
one would hold the tray in front of
No.
that guy.
Why is she still holding it there?
She's a
Fire
bitch.
her.
Bill's a terrible runner. Waddling idiot.
He runs into
There
a
you go.
corner.
Oh.
With his dumb wig.
Did people really feel sad when this happened?
Yes.
I rejoiced.
I swear, my girlfriend at the time was crying. And I was doing that shaking because I'm laughing so hard.
He just got too excited. He's like a little child.
Exactly.
Oh, shut up.
They're in fingers tiny.
They're going to have a baby. Bill fucking suffocates it.
Excuse me.
I didn't do no harm. I just suffocated your baby, darling Billy.
Where have you been, darling Billy? They say that when they see bloody footprints walking away from the crib.
It goes on and on. So there you go. Mickey Rooney is no longer with us. Everyone else is focusing on the wrong movies today.
Exactly. Bill. That's Mickey Rooney's legacy.
Oh, yeah. Who's that girl? Where'd she end up going?
Dennis Quaid.
Largo Woodruff.
Largo.
That's her name? She was a beautiful girl.
She was really hot in the day.
Yeah. What does her Wikipedia say, though?
Where'd she go? She didn't do anything.
She does not look good now, I bet.
This is her? This is her page?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
Nothing, huh?
Where is this bitch?
Man.
Where this bitch?
Yeah, where is this bitch?
You got a
Find
wiki?
this bitch.
She don't even have a wiki.
Oh,
wow, that's fucking tragic.
Oh, no.
What other movies did she do after Bill?
The Funhouse.
The Funhouse.
Bill Part 2.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a Bill Part 2.
Yes,
Who's
there
in
is.
it?
I think they were all still in it again.
Really?
No,
Yeah,
Helen
it was
Hunt was
Bill on his own. It was called. Was it Helen Hunt?
Helen Hunt was in on the
She's
second
great
one.
in Twister.
What do you think happens, and what happened with Part 2? Did he get divorced from this lady and Helen Hunt signed on?
He got well at the end of
Largo's in this one too.
At the end of Bill, I know at the end of Bill, Barry, whatever his name is, tells him he's got to move. He's like, "We're going to be moving, Bill," and Bill is like, "Oh, I got to," he's got to make it up by himself. So he gets a job making coffee at the college.
Right.
And then Bill on his own as he opens Wild Bill's coffee shop at the college. And,
Ew. A business owner?
And now he's dealing with the students, and the students are all like, "Oh, hi, Bill," and they're all nice to him.
That would
Meanwhile,
never
they'd be
happen.
kicking him in the ass and putting "I'm a dope" stickers on his back. Is that her?
I'm a dope stickers.
Jesus. Kids. It can be very
I love how you
cool.
end it with, kids.
Is that her? She don't look good anymore.
Yeah, she looks
Well,
all
she
right.
looks all right, but
She's all right.
That's her now?
Yeah, but
She looks pretty good for 30 years later.
30, yeah, some
but
odd
she
years
was like
later.
really.
Wow. Was she
back in
married?
the
Probably. I want to give her a smooch.
The Funhouse. God,
I'm a
God
dope
is watching.
stickers on his back.
Fuck.
All right.
Darling Billy.
Darling Billy. So, yes, Godspeed.
5'2". My God.
He was a short little fucker, wasn't he?
8 fucking wives, man.
He started show business in 1921.
20.
He was born in 1920, so I guess he was a toddler.
He was 17 months old, yeah.
Little toddler.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a long time.
I think his breakout film was in 1935. Oh my God.
Did all those fucking
crazy little vaudeville
movies.
What a fucking life, man.
What? And then he testified in front of Congress about elder abuse.
Yeah.
Because he was being abused.
I guess it was his stepson and his wife, allegedly.
Did they kick him in the guts? He was throwing a fit.
What year did he testify?
It was 2011. It says he was financially abused by unnamed family members.
I think it was before 2011, though. He was
financially abused.
No, I think there was elder
order?
abuse, like
elder
he
abuse.
was being hit or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Where have you been, darling Billy?
Just smack him.
Exactly. How do you not know where he's been? There's a fucking trail of gunk behind him. Footprints. Candy.
Oh, it was a stepson.
The stepson's fucking with him.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
A headline every week for families across America making decisions how to care for aging parents. So
that's the way to do it.
Children get caught in the emotions.
Just give them the old socceroo.
But there is help.
Ice them right in the eye.
For 50 years, J.R. Gardner was a pillar of strength to his 6 children.
Good for him.
Dad would call every child every weekend. Every Saturday we would
All right, stop saying every.
Pillar of burden.
Then in 2009,
Oh, boy.
at age
You don't look
82,
good.
he suffered a debilitating stroke.
Oh, boy.
That pillar now needed his children's strength.
Oh, boy.
Our lives turned upside down July 5th. Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, another blow. Their 82-year-old mom, Virginia, was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Jesus.
And then I have to go to
Christ.
the radiologist this afternoon.
Oh, nice
It was a
conversations
tidal
to
wave
have.
the brothers and sisters never saw coming.
We were going 90 miles an hour. Amy and Ann are in California taking care of Dad. JP and I are checking out facilities in Atlanta.
Had to stir
We're
the
calling my
sauce.
sister in Mississippi trying to touch base
Gotta
with
get
us.
over to take these
And
guns over to
Lois
Jimmy.
wondering, you know,
Lois won't get chemo without her head.
They got their dad settled in an assisted living facility near them in Atlanta.
Can't do it in the room now.
Yet Amy, Beth, and JP were caught in a crushing cycle.
We clashed. And it was...
What is this story? I thought they were hitting. Actor Mickey Rooney.
Right. Where's the Mickey Rooney
Granted
part?
court protection from stepkids, and then this video plays.
Right.
Oh.
It's not even about it.
It's not about Mickey Rooney.
At all.
Did they beat him up or something? They punch his old hat off? What happened?
I don't know.
They fucking... They practice judo on his hat while he's wearing it. Stand there, Pops. I'm going to fucking throw a kick at your head.
See? Oh, well.
All right, enough about Mickey Rooney.
Fuck Mickey Rooney.
Love to. Tried to.
He did all right.
His fucking wife just jumped in and
fat wife.
hogged the whole... Did you open up the fucking pictures here? Look at that fucking photo. I just.
She really did
His
jump
wife
right in.
hogs the whole fucking picture.
Fucking bitch.
It's like the Cloverfield monster just attacking me and Mickey Rooney.
Look, yes.
Look at her.
What is she doing?
She wrecked the picture.
She ruined it.
Who wants her? She's covering up the guy that you wanted the picture with.
Yeah, big fat scarf.
I read on Wikipedia they got separated in May of 2013.
Oh, boy.
Good.
What?
Yeah.
He's 92 at that point.
Exactly.
God, why that fucking
Why did
idiot?
they get separated?
I don't know.
She really must
Probably
have
ruined too
been a
many
cunt.
photos.
Because her son is the one that he was accusing of.
Oh,
Beating the shit
your
out of him?
son.
They hadn't lived together since last April.
It's attempting
She
to
apparently
crack
found out-
Mickey in the head.
She found out he died through TMZ.
Oh, yeah? There you go.
Oh, wow.
That's horrible.
Wow. Fucking
Funky.
bitch. Fucking
Right?
ruined my photo.
Ruined your picture.
Her kid's fucking... What's he giving the old fucking... The old 1-2 to Mickey? What a rotten family. It
really is.
For wrecking my photo.
Right. That's worse than what he was doing to Mickey.
Absolutely.
Right. You don't wreck a Jim Norton photo.
Her big
Yeah.
fucking... I didn't even mind her being in it, but just the monstrous nature where she's hogging the whole picture.
She's taking up the whole fucking frame.
I think he might have pulled her in there. Look at this fucking beast. Why is this beast in my picture?
That really is annoying. I'm
so
annoyed right
annoyed.
now.
Thank God for the other shot where he's scolding me, because
Yeah.
that's a much better photo. But look at this fucking clod lady.
You can't even Photoshop her out.
It's an impossibility.
No, she's taking up.
Big fucking clod lady.
You could put, like, I don't know.
What can I put next to me? The Empire State Building?
Put, like, some kind of mountain.
There's already one
the
there.
blue
That's what I mean. Get her out, put
Yeah.
a real mountain in there, and it
Right.
looks like Mickey is, peeking from around the corner.
Maybe a walrus in a scarf. Her giant head. It's like fucking Robert Plant if he was fat and a lady.
She looks like a fat Deborah Norville.
Oh, she's enraging.
Hey, we got a guy pooping on slides.
Yeah, I read that.
Where is this happening?
It's Michigan.
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 Okay. Got a children's park in Michigan, and he's pooping on the slides in the same park for the past 5 or 6 months.
Why would someone do this? You want little kids to slide down in your shit.
He's the mystery pooper.
Oh.
Officials have discovered feces on the slides so frequently that police installed a hidden camera to try to capture an image of the act.
Put it on YouTube. Go viral.
I wish it was me.
They're saying the act is weird and deliberate. Really?
Of course. Oh, you got something there? What's that paragraph?
What? What do you got, mustache?
This quote says, "We most definitely need to get this under control before school recess and park season starts."
Yes, we need.
It's like a storyline for Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We gotta get this under control.
That's pretty bad. What?
How do they know it's not an animal?
It's too big, I guess.
Yeah, they know what human shit looks like.
Animals don't go up on a slide to take a shit either.
Exactly. Squirrel shit. No one's ever confused squirrel shit with human shit.
Big, giant fucking...
Animals have claws. They slide down the slide.
Yeah.
We need to get him or her and get them the help they need.
It's a him.
They don't
It's not
have
her.
to, thank you. They don't have to add the her part. That's such a guy thing.
I've seen... Yeah, this is like sociopathic.
This is guy shit.
But I've seen a lot of videos of late of women taking shits in public.
Yeah.
Like they
I've
gotta
jerked off
take
to
a
those
shit.
videos.
Have you? There's one where this woman, I think she's Asian, she's sitting on a bench or something.
Right.
And she slides over to the side of it.
And lets it
you
go?
just see this fucking... Yeah, there it is. This one.
No way. Where's this
Dude.
from?
This is probably a fetish video, by the way.
No,
That's
this is
aimed-
real.
Yeah, but it's probably shot like this.
Oh, you think?
Of course.
Yeah, there's no way she would just
Like
do
she
this.
squeaks to the edge and then just...
Yeah, this is fucking supposed to be.
Oh,
And it's a fucking liquidy
It's a runny
evacuation.
shit.
Yeah, she
What the
white.
hell was she eating? That's...
What a genius way to shit, though. Wow.
Yes, one cheek is on the side of the bench, and she's just shitting
Yuck.
off the bench.
Yeah, apparently she had a fucking a chocolate pudding coffee shake right before with still. I've never seen
Now
anything.
she's
Does she wipe?
wiping, yeah.
Yeah.
She's wiping right there.
Nah, Jimmy's right. This is a
Got,
setup
like,
video.
Napkins or...
Yeah.
Totally set up video.
You think?
Yeah, it's for something to jerk off to.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
would you jerk off to that?
But why would you shit?
Exactly, because it's liquidy.
Why would you shit like that? There's got to be a bathroom close.
I don't know.
She would have ruined my photo less than Mickey Rooney's fucking monster wife. Fucking monster lady.
Wife looks like the dump the Asian lady just left.
That was a big watery dump, huh?
Monster.
But I've seen a few of these where chicks are taking dumps.
Well, the ones in the alleyways, those I believe.
Yeah.
Because they're just looking for a place to pee on the way home or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Those, but not that one on a bench like that.
There's something hot about some drunk chick in one of those little fucking tube dresses just pulling up and pissing on the street after a night at the club or something. Those are always kind of hot.
Fair lady takes a shit.
Oh,
God.
Oh, man.
No.
What's she doing? What is she doing?
This looks like a real video. Someone's
shit
holding
like...
Someone's holding that camera.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is that...
No, it's not security video.
No, it looks handheld. It's shaking.
handheld.
Is that shit that's already on the ground
Did
now?
she just shit on the floor? Like, I don't know what's
What, does
happening.
it bounce off her leg?
Or she might have a fucking emergency or something. She's wiping her...
She's wiping the shit off her leg with a jacket.
Go back a little bit, Sal.
What happened? Did she...
She's telling the guy, close the door, get out of here. This is real.
I don't know what happened.
She had the runs.
Yeah, something
And what,
happened.
somebody wouldn't open the door?
She walked out to, like, the alleyway.
Yeah, she told the guy, get out of here.
She said, get out of here, I got a problem. But why wouldn't you spread... Why wouldn't you spread your legs?
Maybe it just came out.
Let's see when it fucking comes out. Just nuggets? Do they bounce?
Yeah, they're already out.
Oh, wow.
Now she's going to move her left foot, and there they are.
Oh, she just stepped in it.
A slob.
Ah, what a pig.
What a slob. You don't shit like that. You got to spread your legs at least.
Maybe she's trying to hold it in. Fair lady. She say fair maiden.
Yes, fair maiden.
Fair maiden takes her shit by a mop.
Look Let's go to Connor in North Dakota. Connor.
Middle of the Atlantic.
Connor.
Yeah, guys, I was going to say there was a news story back, I came up, it was maybe about a year or two ago, I think it was back actually when I was in Richmond, Virginia, that there's a girl, she ran every single morning past this guy's alleyway, and she kept on shooting behind his dumpster. And he kept on finding him day after day after day after day, and he finally put up a camera. They actually gave it to the police. The police put it on the news, so you can see the girl's face pretty clearly. He just didn't want to. He didn't want her to get in trouble or anything. He just wanted to embarrass hell out of her.
I'm sorry, sir.
We're
watching a video. A chick, it looks like she shit in her hand.
Right.
And then throws it into a vestibule.
And throws it up against a door.
Up against a doorway.
What a good girl.
What?
Yeah, she threw it in the fucking...
Yeah, but why...
She must have had it, but she probably couldn't move.
No, that was her wiping. We are the worst witnesses.
No, she shat in her hand, dude. She shat in her hand.
Then why was it white when she threw it?
It's the light. Watch.
Yeah.
See?
Those are two nuggets.
That's the light hitting those two.
She threw two shit nuggets.
Let's see how it hits.
Watch. It's the shit.
That's it, yeah.
It's all right, fair enough.
Yeah, that was probably just the light.
Why would you?
That's so fucking disgusting.
Why would she just go over there and shit instead of shitting into her hand like that?
I don't know.
Sorry, Connor, we lost.
Oh, this fucking woman.
We lost interest in your call. I apologize.
She takes a shit in a supermarket aisle.
Well, that's great. Well, that's recycling, technically.
And then just pulls up and walks away.
The best is that she's just...
But most people understand that.
Kind of antisocial behavior.
But you've gotten to the point where you can't hold it in anymore.
No,
but you got to just go in the back or something.
That was on purpose, as a crazy thing to do.
Right.
Yeah. She pulls her things. Look at how fast this dump comes out.
Oh my God, she barely had time to pull her pants down. That's why I think she had an emergency.
Carvel soft serve.
Yeah, and there's somebody else coming in the door.
And God bless her for looking back at it. You got to look. You got to look to see what you just did.
Who's the poor motherfucker that went, what
is this duty?
Wow. Yeah. I would leave my cart right there and fucking out of that store. I'm not shopping in the shit aisle store.
Well said.
Yes, thank you. Does he take a shit? Is it a girl?
It's a weightlifter?
It's a chick. Oh. Did she shit?
Oh, my God.
What happened to her?
That was it was a viral video from back in the day, this weightlifter girl.
Diarrhea fail? Oh, it was diarrhea.
It goes through her,
but it goes right through her.
I think
she's lifting a lot of weight, though. That's almost understandable.
Veel lawaai, maar Ingemarks geraakt niet recht.
Ew, and then she
just grinds
it might be pee.
Grinds it into the carpet.
Oh, my God. Well, it was part of a montage. Why would you stop the montage?
Yeah.
Best of diarrhea. Come on, there's so many
diarrhea fail compilation. This is what YouTube was made for.
Yeah.
The weightlifter one we saw.
Yeah, I want to see some more diarrhea fails.
Put this up on our Facebook page, O&A Show.
Oh, this guy's trying to light his...
He's trying to light a fart, and he shits himself.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
He sharted.
She vomits. Vomiting live on the air of some show.
Right. Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
That's a joke.
Not true. No way.
That can't be true,
right? Here's one of these cool ones. I think these are all fake, too.
Yeah, forget we're out.
Just let some stew go in the jacuzzi or the pool.
Someone put E-Rock in my picture.
Oh, no.
Eating a hot dog. Wait, is that...
Let me see.
Look at E-Rock in the way, eating a hot dog.
That's good. It covers her up.
All right. We could get people to cover up Mickey Rooney's wife in your photo for you.
Cover up Cloverfield in my picture.
Yeah,
this one.
I'm sure Jim Norton
on
Twitter will retweet some of the better ones. And then finally, we got the ping happening in the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
Is this finally it?
I don't know at this point. They heard some pings on their instruments that would be the same type as pings thrown off by the flight recorders.
Right.
So,
hold on. Lady Di wants to get to... She wants on real quick. What the hell is this about? Lady Di.
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
Good. Why do you need to talk to us? What's going on?
I wanted to ask you something. The thing with Caroline's and everything. When is this supposed to take place? You're supposed to have an unmasked show at Caroline's?
I thought this was an emergency.
I knew it was going to be this.
Well, no, it's not really an emergency, but I was just asking about that. Like,
Why? You want?
How do you go about getting tickets for that?
Oh, you want to go, huh?
We didn't really promote it today. I don't know. How do they?
No, because I heard all about it.
I'm trying.
Oh, my God. My dear sweet Jesus Lord. Christ.
How are we promoting this mustache?
SiriusXM.com/unmasked.
You got it?
You got that?
That's where you go, right? But you have to be a subscriber to SiriusXM, right?
I think that's, is that it? Yeah, you got to,
You have to be a subscriber. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to get somebody else to do that. Then, you know.
Who do you know that's a subscriber?
Well, Marion is, for one.
Well, there you go.
All right, maybe she'll take you.
All right. Well, listen.
Yeah.
One more thing. When is this event supposed to take place? What day?
Holy fuck.
I don't know. They're still trying to figure it out.
They're still trying to figure it out? It's not going to be like on a Friday or something?
It might be tomorrow, but they're not really sure yet.
Because I heard something about April 17th.
Oh, something about. How do you...
No. I'm just saying. But April 17th, they have something else going on at Caroline's.
Uh-huh.
Which has, really nothing to do with XM Sirius.
Exactly.
It has to do with Hot 97.
Yeah, she actually raises a great point. Are we there the same night as Hot 97?
No, I don't think so, Jimmy.
I'm not asking you. Jesus.
All right, okay. All right.
How many natty ices have you had this morning? It's 10:30.
Around 4.
Just 4. That's good.
It's a good start.
Good start.
That's a solid 6 to 7 before noon.
Yeah, you're
not
good.
bad.
Normal for me, somewhere around there.
Uh-huh.
No. Seriously, though. Seriously. I would
Big
really like
booty
to go.
girl.
Could you sit around day
Sip
after
a sound,
day
sip a sound.
drinking that much beer, Aunt?
No. It just would be
all right.
Not good.
All right, Lady Di. Good luck to you.
Yeah, so it's like it's a black event, I think, I guess, or...
Yep.
It's Hot 97.
Sam there today, or is he still in New Orleans?
All right, thank you,
8
Lady
o'clock
Di.
show that night.
Because she wants to...
Wait, hold on. Is Sam there today?
Because she wants to glom on to Sam's show.
Right.
Also.
No.
All right, thanks for calling in, Lady
The
Di.
only reason you'd care if Sam was in is so you could call up and get on his show.
Well, I like Sam.
All right, thanks for calling there, Lady Di. It's been great. So.
All right, well, go ahead, hang up.
I'm not. It's not a hang up if I say thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome.
Let me say hi to Al in Buffalo.
Hey guys,
Buffalo Al.
I don't think Bobo or Lady Di or any of them idiots should be at your unmasked thing. It's all about you guys. They don't need to be there.
That's probably good.
Yeah, I don't want any of those
Good
guys
point.
there.
Why don't you want us to be there?
Because it's not.
You guys are just going to mess up the whole thing. It's about them. It's not about you guys.
I was just trying to find out some information on the show. That's
I think this guy makes a good point.
He makes a very good
We don't have a lot
point
of
here.
seats in that place there.
No.
That Caroline's there.
It's another
How many
fan.
natty ice is there, Lady Di?
Her seat could be another 3 fans that get to see the
Exactly.
show.
All right, Al, thank you for bringing up a great point. Lady Di, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm hanging on.
For what?
All right. So they found a ping, and it might be the plane. We'll find out more.
I'm sure more info will come up. And
I'll tune in CNN because they're the last ones on the story. Everyone else moved on 10 days ago.
yeah, guy's still in the flight simulator.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing other flight simulator stuff over the weekend.
Oh, my God.
Ridiculous.
And they're still standing in the middle of the Indian Ocean?
Yeah, they're doing the stand in the middle and watching the virtual reality plane fly around them.
But that plane would be giant.
It's a giant plane.
It's got to be a giant plane.
It would be so easy to find.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Because Australia is very small in that.
I want to do something
situation
like where we do it, but instead of like the plane simulator, we don't have it. So I just put my arms out and act like a plane.
And you go,
that'd be just as good as what they're doing. Be more entertaining, actually. All right, we're gonna go home. So the ping is happening. We'll see what the ping's all about. War. Who's doing the after show today?
Dennis Falcone and E-Rock.
Denny Falcone.
And the E-Rock?
And E-Rock.
And the E.
It's going to be awesome.
That is awesome.
That is some solid awesomeness.
Personified.
Jimmy's in Tampa this weekend, don't forget.
Yep, Friday, Saturday, and then I got Caroline's. The week after you guys do your thing, I'm at Caroline's.
Yes.
Oh, and I went into the T-shirt business. I got a plug today.
Oh, shit. Right.
Check out the Empties Man T-shirts are available. I put them out there as a goof, and they're actually selling extremely well. They are. Go to opieradio.com/shop.
I need a catchphrase.
You do. Dude, you do.
It just takes a catchphrase.
You already have one, but it's only one word, and nobody will wear it on a shirt.
You need a catchphrase. As goofy as it is. I'm telling you.
Perfect. Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
In 2 days. So, opieradio.com/shop. Yep, in 2 days.
Crazy.
And I'm not making a lot of them because it's too much of a fucking hassle, as you learned with your compound
yes,
shirts.
very much a pain in the ass.
Get them now because we're not going to keep reordering them. No fucking way. All right? And
wait, I have a T-shirt I'm selling.
Yeah.
It's going to be called, Where's Those Empties?
No.
What?
That's a little similar to...
No, his
the
was check
one,
out the Empties, man, and mine is, Where's Those Empties? Put my arms up in the air.
No. It's too similar.
And we got fat sizes, too, so go get
You should only have fat sizes for
a lot of
radio
fat
show
sizes.
listeners. Triple XL and up.
Pretty much sold out.
Yeah.
Very close, so. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Right.
The Opie and Anthony Show is drawn to a close.